So, are we good to go, Amani?
Yeah, I'm good. I might join the chat on my computer though, because on the phone the screen times out and it's gonna keep going to a blank screen.
Okay, so do you need me to wait for you to do that then?
No, I could listen. It's just a smooth transition. I'm listening while
Okay.
you get set up.
So, just to give us all a recap, it's been 2 weeks. Make sure we're all up to date and remembering what's happening. You all spent a night with a Vistani encampment. You met Madame Ava. You got your fortunes read. You made a new friend in Abe, and you began the journey from the encampment to Valaki, to the town of Valaki, the walled town of Valaki. After traveling for a long day, you made camp in a sort of stone igloo of sorts with two other travelers, two hunters who ended up being werewolves. They tried to make you their dinner, and you all very handily managed to finish them off, although one of them escaped at the end. You rested for the remainder of the night and set out again, expecting to be able to make it to Valaki by the end of the day on this day of the trip. You'd been told by Irina and Ismark that it was about a 2 days walk to Valaki from the village of Barovia. So you set out, had some polite conversation along the way, continued to walk through the misty woods with the trees with claw-like branches reaching down for you, but not running into any danger or anything unusual. Eventually, you came to a clearing in the trees with a long, low hill heading up to the south. And about halfway up that hill, a rickety old windmill. And at the top of that hill, what looked to be a really ancient, sort of Stonehenge-ish set of standing stones. Imani, Alaroth, having a document.
Buzz!
Your name says Alaroth, so I'm going to call you that unless you change it.
How am I on Zoom though? Oh yeah, I was switching over to the laptop though. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. So I was
Zavanis,
saying,
remembering that he had a certain document in his possession that indicated that he could claim ownership to a windmill, thought, well,
yeah.
that's my windmill right there, and I'm going to go claim ownership of it. And the rest of you tagged along because you didn't want him to die, which was good of you, really. You're good people, which is
Thank
unfortunate for
you.
Barovia, but it is what it is.
Yeah, Barovia
Um,
sucks.
and oh, we lost Nikki. That's okay. You all made your way up to the windmill, and it had a door. The door was closed. Zavanis decided he would attempt to break in quietly, and the door was not locked. He turned the handle, and the door creaked open quite loudly. And as he peeked in, he saw a sort of middle-aged woman with reddish brown hair staring right at him from the center of the room, surrounded by all of the sort of accoutrement of a baking kitchen. After some conversation, you discovered that these were in fact the home of the three women that you bought um, your pies from the day that you escaped from the Durst house.
They're the best pies in existence.
They are, in fact, the best pies in existence. Imani made the woman cry because he said he was going to claim the windmill for himself. But, with her tears uh, and shock that he would boost three innocent women out into the wilds of Barovia with nowhere else to live, he rolled that back a little bit. and offered to give them the deed in exchange for, I believe, the recipe, although they were not willing to give you that recipe. That was not a bargain that they were willing to make. But for whatever reason, Zavanis, the deed changed hands. The woman that you were speaking to called out to her sister on the second floor, and she called her sister down, showed her the document, and her sister took it back upstairs. They did offer you free pies today in exchange for the deed, if you were happy with that, but it sounded like you weren't. Is that right? You're on mute, buddy.
That. You know what I wish I could do on my card right now?
Zoom itself is muted.
There.
There you go.
Yeah. You have so many apps, different apps for Zoom.
No worries. So what was it that you think that you got for the deed in exchange for giving it to them?
We didn't get anything.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. I don't think you got anything either.
No.
I think you were offered free pies for today.
No,
if
that's
you
not
wanted
good
to buy
offer.
any. But I remember you saying that wasn't a deal that you were interested in.
No, that's a bad deal.
Okay. But despite it being a bad deal, you did give them the deed.
Yeah, they have the deed.
Okay.
I'm a monk. What do I need of material wealth?
You're not gonna kick three innocent
Food,
ladies
armor.
out.
Yeah, I'm not
into
gonna
the
kick them out,
darkness
too.
and have them get eaten by werewolves. I mean,
Yeah, that too.
what kind of a horrible person would you be?
No, I'm not.
So you were still pressing though. Zavanis was still pressing. He really wanted to know what the recipe was for these pies. And Layla,
I wish I could do it on
the woman that you were speaking to, said it wasn't her secret to give. She gave you some very general information about there being some sort of hedge magic involved, and that the spell was something that her mother had learned from her mother. So their grandmother is the one that taught it to them before their grandmother died. And she got pretty like, I don't want to talk about that anymore at that point. But because you kept insisting, she did say that, mother should be home soon. And if you really wanted to, to ask her for the recipe, you're welcome to wait outside. There's not enough room in her kitchen for you all to wait inside. She's still got pies to bake today. And there were, let's see, 6 of you. So like you were taking up all the free space that there was. Dorn, you bought a good number of pies, didn't you?
I believe I bought 5.
I think that you did. How much money does Dorn have left?
Dorn has, I think, 4 gold left.
Okay.
Let me double check him.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. He's got pie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Excuse me. 5. I have 5 gold.
5 gold left. Okay. So that's only enough for 2 more pies.
Yep.
Okay. Just so we're clear.
Yep.
And you don't have any electrum.
Nope.
And silver is contraband. So only certain people so far have been willing to accept it as payment. Okay, so
Silver is priceless. Silver
What's
is
that?
priceless.
oh, you're muted, Nikki.
She says silver was priceless right now.
Yeah, silver is priceless in this world.
Priceless. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's priceless in this world.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Bildrath was willing to put a price on it.
It's
Gold
priceless.
dress.
He said it was worth a gold piece each.
I'm gonna rob gold dress gold.
So
Well, as long as Bildrath said.
we ended the session with you all walking outside and the door being closed and locked behind you. And it is now something like midday-ish. You had been
Okay.
walking for a few hours before you arrived here, late morning maybe. You were told that their mother is expected to be returning soon. but you're standing outside. Dorn, you hear a voice. Oi,
Cover.
hey, you see them standing stones up there?
Yeah, I'm trying to eat this pie right now. What do you
Hey,
want?
look, shove it in your gob. We got work to do, eh?
I got like half a pie left here.
Listen, I can feel how full your stomach is right now. I think you can manage to wait a little bit. Think
This is
about
real-
how much you'll enjoy those pie without me mucking around inside of you.
All right. I mean, that's a pretty good argument.
Right.
All right, fine.
Right.
What?
So we
Stones?
need some wolfsbane, and I think I see some up there by them stones.
All right, then let me go check it out. Here. Yeah. All right, I'll go check it out. He starts to head over that way. Kind of puts things down.
Was
takes
that conversation happening verbally on your side? Vocally?
muttering a little bit, yeah.
Okay. Can I get everyone to give me a perception check to see if you pick up on the fact that Dorn's talking to himself?
Oh yeah, you're gonna get busted again. Come on.
I did role play on your behalf a little bit of Dorn talking to
goodness.
himself on the road.
Yeah.
The day that you arrived at the
Yeah, you were
igloo
crazy.
thing.
Oh,
You were
yeah.
going-
Well, I've been kind of doing that my own the whole time anyway.
yeah.
Y'all might not have noticed it.
I did. I noticed it. You were talking to yourself. In real life, I noticed.
So, I mean, are you trying to make it not obvious? Jeff?
I mean, it's just kind of like muttering, but it's the questions that nobody's answered him or asked him or anything like that. If you know what I mean,
Mhm.
that kind of thing.
Right. What I mean is he intentionally trying not to be
Oh.
noticed talking to this guy?
Not really.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to say anybody who got better than a 10 is going to notice. So Familia and Zavanis, you both definitely pick up on the fact that Dorn is
Yeah.
like having a conversation with himself
talking.
around mouthfuls of pie. And then he start. You don't say to anything to him, but you just start heading off.
Yep, I'll just start heading off towards the stones.
And then he just starts walking up toward the standing stones.
So me and Familia saw him go.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're all standing right together. Like he just walks away from the group.
So
Dorn, where you
we gotta spy
going?
on him. We got spy on him.
There's probably I gotta get some herbs from the standing stones. I just gotta pick them out. This is just a good time for it.
What herbs? What they got over there? I want some herbs.
Probably some wolfsbane. I think.
Oh, I don't know what wolfsbane is, but sounds cool. Cacum?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
It might be worth some money if we sell it on the market.
I
So
mean,
Dorn has heard that it in some way negatively impacts lycanthropes.
it might have an actual bad impact on those on the lycanthropes. You know, like the
Oh.
werewolves. Those are things that we were fighting. Kind of an irritant or something that would hurt them.
should
Maybe you
get
can
a
even
lot
cut a
of
blade
them.
of it. Oh, that's the plan. Let's see what we can find.
Yeah, Zavanis, go pick some more.
All right, I
Okay.
might go do that.
All right, so Dorn and Zavanis walk up the hill. It's like probably 100 to 150 yards away up to the top of the hill. So like a good 1 to 2 football fields of
Mhm.
distance away.
Is it evening time?
No, it's like maybe
Daytime.
noon.
Oh, wonderful.
Kaylin, what are you doing at this point?
Not drawing.
Are you sick of drawing on us?
Kaylin puts away his art kit.
All right.
Did you pick up on what was going on up until now? Okay.
At least vaguely. I think I would stick with Familia and Arena.
Okay.
So.
Familia?
I'm watching. I got my eyes on those two, but at the same time, oh wait, I don't have a watch, so I can't be
So
like.
you're hanging out at the windmill?
I am at this moment. I'm with everyone else while I'm watching the two.
Okay. So
Like I'm very
Kaylin,
intense.
Familia, Abe, and Irina hang out at the
Mhm.
windmill, while Dorn
Okay.
and Zavanis head up to the old like monoliths. So as you continue up the hill past the windmill, these enormous monolithic stones rise higher and higher above you. As you eventually close with them, you can see that each of them stands easily 20 feet tall, and they are like 10 feet wide on an edge. Huge, like dark gray granite stones. There's 5 of them. They're rough carved, so they're not cut like they were designed to build a house or anything like that. They seem like they were just sort of shaped to basically take up the same amount of space and then somehow moved and placed here. They must weigh tens of tons at the minimum. So these 5 rough carved pillars of dark gray granite stand vigil, and they're circling a large, natural looking boulder of white stone at the center of this area, covered with like moss, like an old moss covered rock at their center, but it's clearly not the same type of stone. As you're looking around at them, Dorn, the voice speaks up again and starts to point out to you some sort of sagebrush looking plants that have bright yellow flowers, and says that those are what you need. That's the last ingredient.
Hey, this is what we need, Zavanis, right here. See the yellow flowers?
For
This
those
is
of
the
you
short
from
guy.
the Washington area, it looks exactly like Scotch broom.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. That's that noxious weed. Someone brought over from England in remembrance of their wife or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it grows everywhere now. I was like,
Anyway, that's it right there. Just get on and help me gather as much as we can carry.
all right, so I'll just look around. I'll try to gather. I got a bag, I guess. I'll just-
I don't know. Do you?
yeah,
got a
I have
sack.
my
Doran's carrying a lot of
rucksack.
stuff though, right? He's carrying like everybody's gear.
Yeah.
I do have my gear though. I have my backpack and
Yeah, no. I mean, he's carrying like everybody's extra gear.
yeah, that we
Doran definitely like has enough room to get enough of this weed for the purposes that his immediate needs are for. I don't know that he has enough space to be able to like gather up armfuls of the stuff and shove it in a bag or anything like that. Zavanis, what are you carrying right now?
I have the let me look at my equipment. I have my what's the bag called again? It's like
I think it's called a backpack.
the backpack. Yeah,
I think
have
so.
the backpack.
But like what are all the items in your item list?
I have I have small stuff. So I have like caltrops.
Okay. How many bags of those?
I have quantity 5.
Okay.
I have candles, case map, clothes, extra set of clothes, some crossbow bolts.
Okay.
I thought you said Costco
I'll
bolts.
get back to you though. I'll get right
I thought
back.
he said exercise clothes. Okay.
I'll get back to you.
So we'll get back to him in just a minute. So Dorn, you gather this up,
Support you, Mom.
and Czar says, "Oh, excellent. This is exactly what we need. Look, go over there by that big white stone. Let's do it there. I think if you get on the lee side, there shouldn't be too much wind. You'll be able to get fire going. Yeah."
All right. Yeah, that should be fine. Wait, this is gonna happen now?
Do you want to wait? I don't want to wait.
Yeah. No, I want to get this done. I just didn't think it was now. Here, fine.
Yeah, we got the stuff. Let's do it, man.
All right. Here.
Look,
Go over there.
get some firewood.
Well, it's not exactly a lot of safe trees around here. Okay, let me see what I can find. Are there fence posts and crap that I could just tear up?
Anything not near the standing stones. Anything that would have potentially worked down near the windmill looks mostly rotted and like damp. But give me a survival check.
Okay. Hopefully this comes out of the right character.
It should come out of whichever one you click.
Awesome.
Okay, so that's a good check. It's good enough. It's good enough. So you're able to gather up enough dry tinder and wood, and you do find like a couple of old fence posts that have like they're wet on the bottom half, but they're dry on the top half, and you can snap those off. So Dorn comes back down the hill, and he's like gathering up an armload of firewood, and just goes about his business, sort of talking to himself, and then begins to head back up the hill.
Is this enough? Yeah, this is enough. All right.
Yeah, it'll work.
All right. This should be fine then.
Right, you got
Sure
flint and
is.
steel, yeah?
I don't need that.
Oh, right. Yeah,
You don't do
I
how this
forgot.
works.
Right.
Come on.
All right.
All
So
right.
you head back up to the hill, and you get a fire going, and you pull out that. Do we have a bronze brazier yet?
I knew. Jeff knows that
Okay.
he's got one on his back right now.
Okay. So Czar forgot that it got taken away. So as the fire is going, he says, "Right, get out the brazier."
But we had to give that back to Madame Ava.
Oh, fuck. Shit. Right. Empty out your bag. Maybe you got something that'll work, eh?
All
We gotta
right.
do this. I'm so bloody tired of being
No, I'm
inside
tired
your
of you being in here
bowels.
too. I just wanted to finish that slice of pie. And here we are, going through my bag next to old standing stones, trying to make a fire.
No, that won't work. Keep looking.
All right, this is a frying pan? This will work, right?
No. You're such a bloody git. Keep digging.
All right. Wait a minute. Hey, here we go.
What? Wait, you had that the whole time?
I mean, I guess. I was carrying everybody's stuff.
How did you not know? Oh, Jesus. All right. Look, just put the thing down. Put it in the fire.
All right. There. Is that about spaced right there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Is this it? All right. Now
Right.
what?
Now I want you to take all the herbs that we've gathered up.
All right. Starts
I
pulling
want
them
you-
out of his sack.
Put them in the middle of that pot.
All right. I mean, it looks like a salad.
Right. Now, start pulling some charcoal. You picked some up earlier, right?
Yeah, I've got that.
Put
wasn't
that
hard to
on
find.
top of them.
All right. Start snapping it in two, putting it on there.
Right. Grab a couple of them branches that you got on fire and put them on top of the charcoal.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. This is taking too bloody long. Can you do the fire thing and really get that going?
Yeah. Thaumaturgy. His eyes flare for a second, and sparks fly off his fingertips. Sparks. Yep.
So from 200 yards away, you all can just kind of make out a little ball of fire that sort of whooshes up into the sky. There's no noise or anything, though.
It's all good, folks. Don't mind me over here.
Right. Now I need you to do. At this point, the herbs and the like resins and the pine sap and all of the things that you've gathered start to send up a big white cloud of smoke into the sky. Like a pillar of smoke is going up into the sky, and it becomes obvious to the rest of you in a very short period of time. Right, Dawn, what I need you to do is breathe out as much as you possibly can. And I need you to stick your face in the smoke and breathe it in real deep. I need you to do this for a little bit of time. And what it's going to do is that smoke's going to enter you, and it's going to come and it's going to give me just what I need to be able to find my way out. I'm going to follow that path of smoke out of you and into the world.
All right. Insight check.
Sure.
I'm not exactly good at it. I got an 11.
I mean, he doesn't seem to be lying.
All right. Okay.
He has really wanted out for all since the first time that you.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
our agreement, it's still binding, right?
Right, nothing's changed.
You aren't going anywhere. You stick with me until we
Right.
can find a way to get your master's girlfriend out of here,
Right.
and then I'm freed from the agreement entirely, right?
Well, you don't hurt me, I don't hurt you.
Right.
Right.
That applies after you're out, right?
Aye.
All right then. All right, let's do this. Sticks his head in there and starts breathing.
So this acrid smoke fills your lungs, and you have an almost unbearable urge to start like dry heaving and coughing. Like the worst pot cough you've ever experienced, but with nausea at the same time. But you don't. Somehow you manage to keep it under control, but like right at the edge of your ability to bear it, that cough is just sitting there.
Oh.
Hey, right, good, yeah. Come on,
It's horrible.
don't piss out on me now. Come on. Minutes go by.
Is this done yet? Come on.
Meanwhile, Zavanis, you back? You're muted, dude. You are muted.
You're still muted, hon.
There you go. There you go.
They have like 20 different apps for the Zoom, and they all work different. It's so weird.
So you've looked through your stuff, yeah?
Yeah. So I have small stuff. So you want me to continue on with what else I have?
Go ahead and run through your list real quick. Yeah.
Okay. So I have 5 bags of cowl traps. I have 10 candles. I have a case map scroll / scroll. I have the clothes I'm wearing and a change of clothes. I have 20 crossbow bolts, a light crossbow, 2 daggers, a lot of darts. I have like 55 darts, grappling hook. I gave back the hand axe. I shouldn't have that, so he should have the hand axe. Healer's kit. I have 5 of those. No, I have one. I have one of those. I have 7 oil flasks.
No, you threw those. Those are gone. You threw those on the fire at the werewolf attack.
They're all gone.
I think so. How many did
I
you use?
we only threw 2 on the fire.
Okay, so 2 of those are gone.
Yeah, but I removed them already because I started out with 10.
Okay.
And one I used in the death house.
Okay.
Um.
Okay, so I will say that you can gather up like a couple of gallon-sized Ziploc bags
That's
worth of Wolfsbane.
That's good. Can I grind it into a powder and use it to blow in the?
I mean, do you have a mortal and pestle in your character sheet?
No, but I might get one because like ninjas do that.
Yeah,
You might know some people that have a mortar and pestle.
Yeah, if I could find one, I might try to use it. See.
So that's definitely something that you could look into trying. So while you're gathering this up, you see Dorn walk back down the hill, gather up some firewood, come back up. He starts a fire. He throws a bunch of like herbs and weeds into it, wildflowers, things like that, sets that on fire. And then he sticks his face in the smoke and just like stands there like, and it's enough smoke that you can't see his head.
Wow.
And he just stands there. Do you have any response or reaction to this?
Yeah, I say, what are you doing? What are you doing with your head in the smoke?
Don't worry about it. It's really cleansing.
It's weird, Dorn. It smells.
Yeah, that's the point.
Well, whatever. I guess if you like it, but that's kind of weird though. Still.
So he does this for like 10 minutes. And at the end of that 10 minutes, that urge to cough becomes unbearable. You can't hold it back anymore. And you begin to cough and hack, and you hear Zar go, "There it is." And you step back from the smoke. And as you do, Zavanis, like smoke is still like sort of wreathed around his face, like it's sort of the smoke has been sort of holding on to him, like it's almost stuck to him for a little bit, and then it begins to fade away. And then as he coughs, smoke, black smoke, not the white smoke he breathed in, black smoke begins to pour out of his mouth with every cough, out of his nose, out of his ears. You see smoke trails coming out of his eyes, and he falls to the ground coughing, hands on the ground, knees on the ground, coughing like he's gonna vomit. He's coughing so hard. And then this, like, his mouth is giving birth, this slick, oily thing vomits out of his mouth onto the ground, splats all over the ground next to him, putting out the fire. And you see a bright red demon about 1.5 feet tall stand up, flap leathery bat-like wings, and fly up into the sky at about head level, like slowing off all of this sticky nastiness that was stuck to him. Oh boy. Now you can hear his voice as well. Fucking finally. Darn. That took you way too long.
Oh, and just keep spitting on the ground for a little while.
Right. Get it out. He flies down and like pats your back. Come on, you can do it. Get it out.
I didn't know you'd be leaving like that.
There's a good boy. Come on.
What's going on?
Well, we're free of each other now, right? I mean, not really, but more than we were.
More than we were, definitely.
Right. Feels good, eh?
Yeah, that feels better, actually.
Yeah.
Can we all see this from 2 football fields away?
No, all you
No,
saw
I'm
was the
watching.
pillar of smoke.
I'm
And
watching.
now there's no smoke, right?
It's
And
honest.
the smoke is going out now, yes, because
I'm watching.
the vomit put the fire out.
And we're watching, and
You all are welcome to give me a
Sylvanas?
response and a
just
reaction. Sylvanas is
watching.
up there with him.
I'm up there.
The Savannah's just like,
I'm like, what the hell just happened? I don't know what to say. Like, is this some sort of
Well, what would you, Imani, what would you say if some dude you've been hanging out with for a week threw up a demon?
Oh, if the dude was a demon himself, you never know what could happen. That could be
fair.
normal.
That's
That could be
fair.
normal, and I don't know. So
That's fair.
rude and like, but at the same time, Dorn's on the floor. He doesn't seem all right, so I'd want to do a medicine check to see if.
Okay.
like-
So as you get in close, Zar flies up to about 15 feet. Says, "Hey, don't sneak up on me like that."
Who are you anyway?
it's okay. This is Zar.
Right,
Oh.
I'm Zar. I'm his
Okay,
conscience.
He's not my
Is-
conscience.
Is Jiminy Cricket, if you will.
Oh.
can we
Yeah.
now see? Since he's 15 feet up in the air, there's a
I
little
mean,
red dot.
You're gonna shoot him, aren't you?
Give me a perception check.
It's
It's like
You knew how.
it's like 500 feet away from you.
Okay, because
Not
I'm
to be
really
But he's
straining.
like
welcome to Earth.
He's the size of a cat with wings.
That's why I'm so like.
So
this is
yeah,
not
with a
people.
20, you can 100% see. Kaylin,
Oh,
not so
shit.
much.
Mhm.
You can, in
I
fact,
have bolts.
here's what you see, Familia. You see a bright
Okay.
red cat-like being, like in proportion, right? So think of like when you pick your cat up and you hold it up, like the legs dangle down about that long. Okay,
Yeah,
so
she is a fucking demon too. So
it's skinny like a hairless cat, and you very clearly see two bright red bat-like wings flapping in the air.
So immediately, Kaylin, stay here with Irina, and I bolt. I'm running towards them.
Irina's like, stay here
They're all gonna follow.
with me.
Uh,
I don't
I
understand.
already left. I already left.
No, I'm not staying. I want to see what is happening, and she runs off after you.
mhm.
And
Grab
I
him.
will stay with Irina.
Grab her.
See, I was looking.
I'm gonna grab Irina. I don't think so.
I know.
Don't do that.
All right. So you all are running up. Let's give it a second.
So do we see them running up though?
No, because you're not really paying attention at this point, and you're in the middle of the hill. So like you can't if you're actively looking, sure, but are you? No, you're looking at Dorn and you're looking at the demon.
Yeah,
Like
you're
you're
right.
not paying attention to what's going on
Yeah.
behind you.
So I'll do my medicine check to see if he's all right because he's still on the floor.
Yeah.
All right. I'm like, Dorn, you just coughed up a huge luggy and his talks. Is
The
that
talking loogie. I like that.
He's
he's
a talking
talking? Did it spin?
So Dorn, how do you feel?
Dorn feels like he's been through
Lighter?
a ringer. You know, when you've been running for a long time and you're really worn out, but you feel pretty great afterwards too.
Yeah, the runners.
Kind of
have
like that, yeah.
endorphins.
I feel tired but better.
Right. He's fine. He's fine. It was magic.
What kind of creature might you be, kind?
Oh,
Are you
as
seeing
I said, I'm a conscience.
a conscience? I've never heard of it.
Conscience. A
Closer to being a
conscience.
closet than anything.
Oh,
I'm nothing like a quasi. You shut your mouth.
well, what brings you here?
This bloke.
No, you brought me here.
I did not bring you here. You brought me here.
Wouldn't be anywhere if it weren't for you.
You might not be anywhere but in a grave if it weren't for me.
Well, it seems like we're all wrapped up in this together now, so it makes no sense in fighting over it.
I like you, Zavonis. We're gonna be fast friends.
Yeah, I
Make no
hope so.
agreements with him. Savanas, look at me.
Yes.
You will not make any agreements with him. Do you
Oh,
understand?
no, I will not. I'm not making any agreements with the flying thing.
Insight.
So you,
Is Savanas just full of shit? Like, yeah, man.
I didn't
I'm gonna
realize
totally
that
do
you were the type. I mean, I've heard you converse with Dawn, but I have not. At this point, the rest of you make it to the top of the hill, and there is a flying imp. I think I've got a picture of him actually. Hold on. Do I?
Also, I don't know how to take the digital dice off. Is this?
Characters all the way down at the bottom.
Dort, it's Zavadas. What the hell is that thing?
Yeah,
Oh.
there he is.
Where did that come from?
It's well,
Move
it's
away!
listen. It's us. Wait, don't shoot it. Don't shoot it. That's Czar.
Czar?
Familiar.
Oh,
I just ran up that whole fucking thing. Like I bolted after
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys.
that's one of the reasons that I'm the way that I am. So he's stuck here too, like you and me, where we can't leave. He's stuck here, but there might be a way out. I'll be right back.
There he is.
I'm stuck here.
I see him now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not what I pictured it. Although
So he has a scorpion-like
Scorpion.
tail,
yeah,
Mhm.
that I didn't expect.
and other than that, looks very traditionally devilish.
Yep.
For a 1.5 foot tall little dude.
A little devilish.
Wait, how tall?
About 1.5 feet.
Okay. So something I would typically have as a family portrait, in my home growing up.
A portrait of a little devil? Yeah, sure, absolutely.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Right, so what are we all up to? Hey, I'm Zar. This is Dawn, me closest friend. Zavonis here, I've gotten to know very well in the last few minutes, and you're Familia and Kaelin, and you're that local wench, eh?
Gotten very familiar with Zavanis.
Yeah, we're good friends. I like Zavonis. He's got a great
Yeah.
attitude.
It's
You get
got.
along.
Sorry, leave him alone.
I'm not doing nothing. Just giving him a compliment.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with that. We get along.
We get along, you see? We get along.
Mm.
Don't worry, Dawn. He's not going to take me away from you.
All right. Yeah, I got my
I'm
own.
tempted to try and eat you right now.
Hey, we've got a deal. We made
I
a
don't know.
bargain sealed in blood. You cannot back up on it.
What kind of deal you guys make anyway?
That's private.
Okay. Well, we might as well just get a move on then.
What are we doing? Well, I've not been paying a lot of attention today. Just trying to help him find. You know how absolutely ballsack this man is at finding natural goods. For a day and a half now, I've been trying to get him to just pick some weeds and some wildflowers and some herbs, and he has not been able to find anything. So
At this point, I'm fairly certain that you're colorblind anyway.
Zar,
Everything looks like burning, right?
Zar, do you have a special ability to pick out herbs?
Oh, I've got many special abilities.
Well, I have a question. Maybe you could help with.
Well, I'm happy to help.
Well, we just met these fine women who are making pies. Have you ever heard of a pie that you just can't eat enough of and you can't eat?
Oh, yes, I'm quite familiar with Dorn's overabundance of consumption.
There's nothing wrong with the pies. They're delicious.
They are. They're amazing.
Well, I've been informed that the ingredients in the pie are just a little bit special.
Right, all right. Special how?
Well, they might have special herbs in them gathered from around here.
Right.
Do you see any
Okay.
that might be beneficial around here that we might want to grab besides?
Oh, let me see. And he starts to fly sort of around the standing stones, seeing what he can find. What are the rest of you doing while this is happening?
I'm watching him like in awe. I've never seen a flying cat, bat wings. and
Dorn's having some second thoughts about this whole thing with it.
I can understand that.
I'm
Yep.
glaring at Dorn right now because I'm
Yeah.
really.
Dorn, can we trust this thing?
No,
Oh,
not at all. There's no
And
curse upon me to
why?
make me speak the opposite. No, do not trust it,
Then why is he here?
because it was either in me or outside of me, and I've had its voice in my head for years at this point. I don't know if this
Oh,
was the right decision.
then that explains a few things about you.
Well,
I
better
mean, I
act-
told you like where you learned stuff from, like
It's okay.
other books or the voice in your head. So, well, both.
Can I do a religion check on if I know like these things happen with us tieflings or
Am I budding?
Yeah, religion is a good way to go for sure.
I feel like I just want to do a like as if I already know everything I need to know about.
I don't know. Can I help her bounce ideas
so
off of her?
A 17 and a 13. Yeah, the two of you can talk it over.
Or I could take the greater of the two. You know, if I
Yeah,
have
if
advantage.
he
with
helps
Thorn,
you, you have advantage. Yeah.
Yeah,
then
I'll
I'm
help her.
25. Okay. then-
So, no, this does not happen to your kind.
Uh,
This does not happen to your kind.
I'm telling you, this isn't normal. I've never.
He's an
So
imp.
when okay.
He's an imp, which is one of the lowest of the power levels of devils.
Mhm. Yep.
He is a devil, not a demon. The difference being that devils are evil, but they are lawfully so.
Yes.
They view the world the way the most predatory lawyers would view the world. So they will use the letter of the law and the letter of the truth of what they've said to get what they want, but
Yeah.
they generally do not lie outright or go against an agreement. They're really, really into contracts.
That makes sense. I could see him just straight up telling you as it is. Oh, just am I able to know like where this type of imp is generally picked up when it
Hell.
comes to being cursed?
So there
No,
are
I obviously know hell, but I'm saying like so where Dorn, because he's had this for a couple of years, so
you've studied the infernal because you have that history in your family, which is why you are what you are. Adorn has never shared why he is what he is, but you would assume that it's the same, that he also has this in his family and he's just like a fallback to that time great grandma Irene bumped nasties with the devil. Just calling it like it is.
Like you do.
Like
Nasties
Grandma
with the Devil
Irene
is gonna be
did.
My first album name.
Bumping nasties with the devil.
That's gonna be my first album name. Jesus, that's amazing.
So are you asking me like how did the imp get attached to Dorn? Is that what you're trying to figure
yeah,
out?
it's one of the things. Yeah, like it's so unorthodox to see a devil attached inside and be stuck with a creature for so long.
So
And then
your best
why I
guess
was-
is that it has something to do with some form of possession, and that there is probably some kind of binding contract on Dorn's soul.
So knowing that, then Dorn, do you have any other devils locked in you?
No, I don't think so. This should be the only one. There's always his voice anyway. I think.
No other demons or other entities or creatures.
Demons and devils are way different, but I don't think there's any of them in me. I think
Okay.
it was always Czar's voice.
Just
Well, he was the constant one anyway.
Constant? So
Well,
you hear more than one voice?
There's a hierarchy to all this. So Czar is the lowest rung, and he got assigned to me apparently, but he's got a boss too. Anyway, that's they aren't with me and riding along like Czar was.
So there is one or two levels, and Familia, because you got a 25, which is an amazing roll, you would know that there's one or two levels below an imp even in power. That
Norn doesn't know.
Nor does not know. New devils are fallen souls, and they're basically food for old devils. But if they work hard enough and are able to accomplish enough, they can metamorphose into a more powerful being. And this sort of happens stage by stage by stage by stage by stage. So there are two levels below imps, but imps are very, very, very low on the totem. You also know that it is not unusual for devils to possess living beings on the material world as a way to get into the material world and try to, like, their whole goal is to get souls.
That
Like,
makes
that's
sense.
their thing, is
Yep.
to get as many souls into hell as possible, because they need, basically because they need army. They need an army. They need more troops, more troops, more troops for their eternal war with demons, in fact, the chaotic evil side of the evil spectrum. So,
Blood War.
mhm,
Then I'm just explaining that to Dorn
mhm.
as we speak.
Oh, um, shit. I just thought I was unlucky.
No.
I'm gonna look at Czar.
He's still flying around, looking at the ground, trying to see if there's any herbs that might be useful.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I was going to say, so being that the knowledge that I at least am familiar with, it's one of those things that I know that Czar isn't really a threat unless someone is silly enough to get into a predicament with him.
If he was
but
in spiritual form,
yeah,
then someone would have to, like, he could try to convince someone to let him in,
okay.
but
that
someone they would
yeah,
have to agree to it.
correct.
He is not in spiritual form. He is physically here at this point.
Correct.
And so you are not super familiar with how powerful an imp is.
Okay.
But your understanding is that he is dangerous, but you don't know how dangerous, like, comparatively. Like, he's not a
Okay.
vampire level of dangerous, right? But he's
Correct.
maybe as dangerous as a zombie.
We don't need extra. I'm asking, okay, because I'm telling Dorn then here that we don't need extra baggage, per
Well,
se.
part of
If
this plan to get him out was that he'd stay out and that we would stick together to handle a job that would get me freed.
okay, then with that being said, if he does anything to cross us or to attach himself to the other party member,
At
I'm
this
going
point,
to.
he flies over and he's listening. So what did you say?
Oh,
I'm basically saying if in fact he gets out of line and he threatens any member of the group, I will have no problem taking him out.
oh, please.
Otherwise,
I heard that. I heard that. And he, like, flies down at head
I
level.
made sure I said it loud enough for you.
You understand. We've got a deal. You can't hurt me.
Okay.
No.
We've got a deal.
No.
I don't make him get hurt. He doesn't make me get hurt.
No. I won't hurt you. They aren't part of that agreement.
That's how it's going to be, is it?
Well,
So no,
it's up to you whether you play nice or not.
I see.
whatever agreement you
I
have,
see.
you're not going to hurt anyone in this party, because if you do, then I have no problem taking you out.
I'm like, what do you?
Otherwise, we're good.
Do we have to feed him too?
Do we have to feed
Nah,
him?
I can
To
find
be honest,
Don't worry.
eating plenty.
I know how to eat.
What do you eat?
I'll have some Adorn's pie, maybe.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
you won't.
That's fine.
Hey, starvation
fine.
is harm.
Can you? Do you even eat? I don't even.
I mean,
Alright.
I've got a mouth. I've got teeth. Look,
He's a-
I've got a uvula.
Why do you even? God.
Eat
I
lots
prefer
of
to eat
Fine.
and
Here.
be drugged.
food.
Fine. You can have a tiny bit of this.
Half a slice,
Pie.
No.
since he's only this big.
No, I'm not hungry right now. I was eating when you was. I'm good.
You've been eating my food.
Look, you ate enough for 4 of you. All right, I'm fine. I'm fine.
So any herbs around here that you're able to
No herbs. I'll keep looking for you though, eh? Why are you
Alright.
so
Herbs,
interested in this?
Well, these witches over here, they sold
Oh.
us pies.
We found some witches, did we?
I think they're
Oh
witches.
yeah, they're witches. They have magic pies.
They do hedge magic.
Trucks.
They do
They
hedge
have magic
funding.
pies.
Maybe
Listen, man,
they
they've
have
got
something
magic
to do
pies.
with these monoliths and all the little writing all over them.
I don't know why these are here.
Oh, what's written on them?
Oh,
I
what
don't
is
read
written
it.
on
I don't know, but can't you see? Look.
I'll take a look at it.
I'm gonna look and investigate.
So the monoliths are carved with like symbols and some kind of script. They're ancient though, and weathered and not easy to understand.
It's not common or infernal or anything like that, right?
What languages does everyone speak?
Oh,
I-
I know every language.
Hey Joel,
Yep.
if we're missing it, I got Celestial and Common and everything, but I got Comprehend
Ooh.
languages ready to rock.
Okay, if you need it.
Comprehend.
Okay, so Familia has.
Just
I know.
common and
Common, Elvish, and Orc.
Okay, Kaylin.
Celestial, Common, and Sylvan.
Okay, Zavanis. You recognize the alphabet that's being
Nice.
used,
Okay.
but not the language. The alphabet is the same alphabet that Elfish uses.
Oh, Elvish. Okay.
Kaylin,
So I like looking at it.
Kaylin, you are able to make out that they are written in Sylvan, which is the language of the fairy folk.
All right.
So
I can't read this.
no, you can't read it, although you're welcome to cast your spell if you'd like to.
Can anybody read this?
No, it just looks like using Elvish alphabet, but the words look weird. I can't read it really.
It appears to be Sylvan.
Here, give me a minute. I could probably make this show up, or at least figure out what it says. I'm gonna speak backwards a bit, all creepy like. Eyes will flare yellow, and comprehend languages.
When your eyes flare yellow, so does ours.
Yeah, Czar can comprehend languages as well.
Right. Oh, I see. Interesting.
All right, I'll read it out to everybody.
Well, as I said, it's super, super old, ancient, and weathered. And so a lot of the words are worn away and it's hard to make out. So I need an investigation check from anyone who can read it.
I am gonna make this roll.
And if you two want to,
got
you
it.
can.
I
do,
made
like-
that roll.
yeah.
Okay, Kaylin. Hey, both of you got great rolls.
What are you rolling?
They're rolling to see if they can make out what the carvings on these monoliths
Oh,
are
I
about.
already know I can't make it out. I wouldn't even try. Like, what
so
is
you
this?
you're both able to pick up bits and pieces of the writing, and so you're sort of reading out what you know. This part says here. Oh well, this is over here, and it takes about 10 minutes as you walk around and read. And there's parts of it that you can't read easily because the things are 20 feet tall. But Czar helps with that as well because he's interested. It seems to tell the tale of an ancient elder fae that ruled over the forests of this land in a time like millennia ago. The symbols carved into the stones seem to help tell the tales of this elder fae being as it led the primitive peoples of this land in hunts through the woodlands, running side by side with wolves and humanoid folk. Can I get a religion check from both of you? Or if you'd like to, you can do the help action, and whoever has the higher bonus can roll.
Got a +2.
Kaylin, what's
Bet
your
I could
religion
read.
bonus?
I'm +5. I'm proficient.
I am not suited to be first then, but I will totally help somebody.
Kaylin's got a +3, so he got a 16. So one thing, Kaylin, that you're picking up on is that this place is reminding you of some of the places of worship that you've seen in your travels during the war that were established by ancient druidic sects throughout the woodlands where you're from. Typically, in a place like this, in your experience, there would be an altar of some kind at the center of the stone circle.
Do we search for the altar?
What about
Or
this
is this
this
not
white
one?
stone?
So there's a giant white boulder that's moss covered sitting in the center. It does not look like an altar, but it is sort of in the place that an altar might be.
Hmm.
I'm gonna start clearing some of the moss off, seeing if I can find anything.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
I'm sitting down and meditating in my gather my
Okay. Okay.
so tired still.
Familiar?
Watching Czar.
He's just sort of flitting around. He'll occasionally go and look down the hill at the windmill and then come back and flit around and look, and then he'll fly over there a little bit and come back and flit around. He doesn't get very far away from Dorn.
It's not that. I'm just watching mannerism. I'm more intrigued.
He
And I can't read the monolith, and since he's helping, it was
right. He holds himself when he's not moving, like his general posture is kind of like a horribly arthritic old man. Like he's a little crunched up on it, like Mr. Burns almost. Like he's a little crunched up on himself. His face also has like a look of pain on it all the time. But maybe that's just his face.
Who the Czar?
Czar.
Oh.
So as the two of you start to move the moss off of the boulder and sort of look around, it's massive. And it's clearly not made of the same stone as the granite monoliths in the standing circle around you. But you're not finding anything. It doesn't look carved. It looks like a natural boulder. You're not finding any like carvings on it or anything like that. Can I get you both to give me a investigation check? Okay. Okay. So working together, the two of you do find that on the northern edge of this boulder, there is a hole in the ground that the boulder seems to be covering up. It's about 4 inches wide.
All right, we're about to. If we start messing with this, if there's anything really going on here, we're about to veer very, 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 very far off course.
Wait, what are we messing with? I wanna know before we
All
start.
right, listen.
What do you guys find? What do you guys see?
You see that
Would you-
gap there? That's either an altar or some kind of pit. And I don't know, this place seems, I'm not from here, but this place seems like the kind of place where they'll just as soon as say hello to you as tie you to a table and cut your heart out. So
Fair enough.
Sometimes both, right?
yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, listen, we don't want to get caught out here during the mists, right?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
want to see any werewolves.
right. I don't. Zavanis, you don't exactly own that lighthouse or that windmill anymore, do you?
No, I don't. But I have a plan. I just have to enact it into action because I'm mad at those pie witches for kicking us out the way they did.
What do you
Czar
mean?
flits off again.
Pie witches.
I mean, they are pie witches. That's damn good pie.
Yeah, they kind of, yeah, they're pie
Hey.
witches.
In fairness, you didn't give them really
Hey, Dawn,
What?
a
Come here.
contract.
look at this.
What?
Look.
What did you find? Where?
He's pointing down the hill.
I'm looking down the hill at the windmill again.
You see someone very slowly pushing a cart up the path toward the windmill.
Oh wow, the pie
Hey.
cart.
You think that's the pie lady?
I think it is.
Grandma
Yes.
pie lady.
Yeah, the grandma pie lady. The one she's.
Oh,
I
Zara
bet
seems
she's
to
got
be a
some.
little helpful here.
I do my best. Thank you so much. And he does like a really
Yes.
flourishing bow.
Yes. I think I think at the moment we're getting on good
Mm.
terms.
I do what I
Okay.
can. Very much. Thank you, lady.
Sylvanas, get down there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run
That's who
over
you're
there.
supposed to meet.
I'm gonna run over. I'm already out.
Sylvanas takes off down the hill,
Yeah, and I'm gonna follow, but
Okay.
not as fast.
but not
I'm
as
gonna
fast.
head after them too.
Yeah.
Sylvanas, are you gonna buy some pie?
I'm gonna try to work
Don't
some
worry about
magic. We'll see. I've never met this woman before, so I don't know.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, you
Outside
did.
the death house.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Trying to
How are you
turn
running
into
so
pie.
fast?
He needs to get in there before she locks the door.
So
You're like, how are you so much shorter than me and so much faster?
So the old woman manages
Right.
to make it almost to the windmill by the time you run down the hill because she was mostly there already.
Sylvanas will absolutely beat me there too.
Well,
So Zavanas, as you run up,
Right.
she's pushing an empty cart.
mhm.
Oh, hello, dearie.
Oh, hi there.
I remember you.
Oh, do you? That's nice of you to remember me.
You bought one of my pies, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Wonderful. We don't often get customers out here.
Well, I came to return to you the deed to this lovely windmill, which I have in your daughter's possession right now.
The deed.
Yes, I brought it. A gesture of goodwill. I've given it to your daughters. And
Well, that was very kind of you. You are a very nice young man.
well, yeah, the place has a bit of a fixer in it.
Hello there. You're
Hey.
that young bloke that ate an entire pie in one sitting, aren't you? I
Yeah,
remember
I was just working
you.
on another one. Yeah.
Oh,
Did you make
you
the
like
pies
my
here?
pies?
Oh, they're great. They're my favorite.
Yes, my daughters and I do make the pies here, darling.
Yes, and we like to keep it that way, which is why we don't want any recipes to fall into the wrong hands.
Oh, all recipes are very secret indeed.
I know, and that's true. But even the best secret sometimes comes to light. I would like to protect your secret of pie and its recipes.
Would you, dear? And
Yeah,
how do
I
you
can protect
how
it.
do you suggest that you do that?
Oh, well, the first step was bringing you the deed to this windmill, which I have done.
I didn't even know there was a deed to the windmill. I mean, no one has occupied it for generations before we came.
Yeah. Well, I found it and I brought it back to you, the rightful owners.
Where did you find it?
Where did I find it? I found it in a box in a house that was haunted.
You found it in a box in a house that was haunted.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's the truth.
You could
Right?
tell her the name of the people who owned it, technically.
I
Oh,
don't
hello,
remember.
Do you remember the name?
That was the Durst house. Yeah, Durst house.
Mhm.
Oh, the
Durst owned.
death house. You all survived the death house, did
We
you?
did. We went to
Yeah,
a
we
death
survived.
house.
Well,
Pretty bad.
you're quite the adventurers. I'm very, very excited to meet you.
Yes, and we were sent on a special mission as well. We are here to free and liberate this entire domain and nation.
Oh, well, that's a wonderful goal, dear. More power to you.
Yes, and you know what? I think you may be able to help us in this mission.
Oh, really? Oh, hello
you-
there, young man, she says, looking at Caitlin as he runs up, clanking in his armor.
Oh, meet Kaylin.
Hello there.
Oh,
Hello.
You, you had one of my pies as well, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Did you enjoy it?
It was very good.
Wonderful. And you, young lady? Oh, you all like our pies. That's amazing.
Seriously, the best.
Now, I think I recognize you from Barovia. Didn't your father die recently, dear? I'm so sorry. Irina nods and
Yeah.
yes, he did. He did die. He was the primar of the village. Yes, I remember that. I'm sorry we couldn't attend the funeral, dear. It's all right. Would you like a pie? Oh no, thank you. I'm very full right now. Well, all right, but if you would, we've got some here you could have for later. Did you all already buy? What were you doing up there?
I just checking around, really. But yeah, I bought pies already. I bought 5 of them actually.
5 of my pies?
Yeah.
Well, at that rate, we may have to give you a discount as a frequent buyer, young man.
Well, that's what we've
that
come
sounds
here
great.
for. That's exactly what we would like. A discount, because we are going to liberate this country and we need your help.
Well, I mean, did you buy 5 pies?
I did. I think.
Honest, I think if you buy some more pies, she'll. Give you a
Oh, I'll
discount.
buy some if I haven't
He
met
just
that quota.
gave you the deed to your
You know
home.
what? The pies are so good, you know, and I don't really know how many I ate. It's just like blends all together, the juiciness and the warm feeling. You know, these pies are something special. And if you would be so kind as to give us a helping discount on our ways, we can return the favor.
Well, perhaps we can work something out.
Yeah. What do you
need? We need to be able to make a living, though, my daughters and I.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, promise me you're not going to go up there to those standing stones any longer. It's not safe.
Yeah, that place is
Do you know what's up there?
Well, I don't know the true of it to be sure, but the legend is that an ancient, evil, wicked fey creature held court there in centuries long past. The stones are covered in ancient marks and symbols of evil omen. We avoid it to be sure, and you should as well. It's not a good place, even by Barovian standards.
Does that line up with what I read from that? I think it does, right?
It does in a very general sense.
Okay.
Ancient Fae acting as sort of a god to the almost like Stone Age level civilization that was here, leading them on hunts, is what you picked up on.
Okay.
I
thought it was something like that. Yeah, okay.
You're a very wise young man, clearly, to be able to see things as they are, which is why you're so keen on our pies, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as those pies go, now listen, I do need to make sure that my daughters and I, make enough money to live comfortably. I can't just, it's a lot of work and effort what goes into making our pies.
Right,
we could bring in more customers.
Yeah, we could do that.
All right. Yes.
We can advertise your pies as the best pies this side of Barovia.
I mean, I'd do that. Wait, yeah, we could do that. Yeah. I mean, that's not a problem at all. It wouldn't even be a lie. They're the greatest.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Do we know the woman's name?
She was introduced as Granny Morga. When you
Granny what?
Morga.
Morga,
when you met her in the in Barovia village.
Can I use kind of persuasion on her? My biggest thing is I want to let her know firmly, but without being disrespectful, I guess, that we need to know. Sylvanas needs to know, since he's done a trade with her daughters.
I'm not pressing her on the trade though.
No. We need to just know we're not trying to make any pies or anything to that degree. Like it's one of
doesn't
those things
think
where I'm
that.
trying to persuade that she understands that we'll bring her business. We're not trying to make anything, but we kind of need to understand what she's, I don't want to say secret ingredient, but what
I'm gonna find
type
out.
of
I have a
magic.
plan.
Well, you're
a-
not.
I have a plan for that.
vocalizing.
Wait a minute.
Well,
wait a
yeah,
trust
minute.
me.
that's okay.
watching.
Let Familia do what Familia's
Okay.
gonna do, Zavanas.
I'm sorry.
Familia, I have a
My-
question.
Yeah.
So you're saying that they think we're gonna take their recipe and make the pies?
That was
I
what I was
think she's saying that
perceiving.
she wants to ask a question and wants to make
I-
sure she's not making her think that.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Is that
Because
right?
we're not. That's correct. I want her to be persuaded to understand that we are
on.
literally here to help,
What?
but that
But does she
back.
think that we're gonna steal the recipe?
I mean, you're pushing for it pretty hard, but like,
it's, yeah, I need her like literally be persuaded that, listen,
I am.
we're only here to protect, but we need to
I'll
understand
Gently set things.
the
where
reason
they
I
go
want to
once
know,
again.
and I'm just gonna straight up say, because she's all talking and you guys are talking, I'm like, listen, woman, because of your pies, we aren't waking up. Irina's father died, and we were not there because remember, we were kind of blamed by
Did my
Irina
pie
and
kill someone?
it-
That's impossible.
no. What happened is your pies have a almost magic effect.
There is magic
And-
baked into every bite.
So
so good.
what I'm trying to
You're
ask
such
here,
a dear.
that's so funny. So Joel, what I'm trying to get at though, first before I just even come out, is to say, listen, that we're here to help protect, that we are not emulating, but we need to understand something to the fact while we're trying to save the domain, we need to know what type of magic we're dealing with these pies, because they have in fact have hindered they've hindered us while
Okay.
family loved ones have been killed
Okay.
because of that. That's the whole purpose of why we just need to get to the bottom. We're not trying to share it with anyone. It's nothing like that. And I want to persuade her to understand that, listen, we are not here whatsoever. We just need to be in a sense aware and alerted to know the best way for us to eat those pies. In other words, especially while we're dealing with, danger and
antidote.
evil.
You want
Okay.
the antidote to the pies.
Yeah, maybe
give
that's kind of
me-
actually what I wanted to ask
you
too.
mean?
If there's,
Give me a
Well-
persuasion check.
I'm scared.
Oh, why are you gonna persuade?
I just want to be charismatic. Like I want to be charismatic about it, to say,
You
look,
rolled
at
not
we. Oh
bad.
God,
I mean,
Can
you
I-
have a +6.
I know. Can I? I'm gonna use my. That
Inspiration.
was horrible. I'm gonna
You're
use
gonna
my
use your last inspiration.
tides.
You,
No,
you don't have it
I
back.
have everything. I was gonna say I
Do
have
you?
my tides of chaos back.
Oh, you didn't use any of them in the last session?
No,
Okay,
that's why it's kind of
Okay.
nice.
go for it.
So I'll do the tides of chaos.
Yeah, do it.
Because that's more appropriate. And so oh,
Okay.
Jesus. Oh wait, do I need to hold on? Would I just take the 16?
Nope.
Or I take the
Nope.
Never mind. Because that was the second
Anytime
roll,
that
but-
you're using something like an inspiration, I want you to roll again because you're choosing. It wouldn't be fair for you to do that when you've already seen what the second roll would be, because then you're only going to use it when it'll benefit you.
No, that makes sense.
There
I
needs
get
to be
that.
some level of randomness to it.
Correct.
So
I gotta take away
That
where
said,
it's rolling
you-
double like that.
that
Okay.
said, you've got 3 luck points you're welcome to spend on this if you'd like.
Hold on here. All right, last time then I'll use 1 luck.
Okay.
But I want to do not roll. Always roll twice, just roll once. Normal roll. There we go. Come on, do a natural 20.
You got one already tonight.
Mm-hmm. 21 is very good.
Okay.
So
Then I gotta
you're
go mark off.
explaining to her your concerns about the pies. and asking to have a better understanding of why they behave the way that they do, or what can be done to
Correct.
get rid of the negative effects.
What
And
negative
that's why
effects?
Zavanis has given her daughters the deed to this place so that nothing happens to them. They're able to continue doing, because we want you to continue baking and thriving and filling the land with pies. We just need to be more alert and, instinctively what's going on.
She
That's what I'm
nods.
trying, at least.
She nods. She says, I'll tell you, dear. My mother taught me how to make these pies. She was a bit of a hedge witch, and she taught me the way of it. I learned everything that I know how to do from her. Sadly, when I was a young woman, she encountered a hag. Do you know what a hag is?
Ew.
A hag is a creature of the foulest dark magic. And that hag destroyed and ate her. I barely survived the encounter. And I promised my mother that this recipe and this magic would stay in my family and nowhere else. So I cannot tell you how we make these pies in detail, dear. I can tell you this. We put love and laughter and the joy of the children into our pies. In fact, this was my recommendation to your friends. She references back to Dorn and Zavanis. My daughters and I are getting on in age. You having trouble hearing me, Nikki?
Yeah, but it's okay. I'm leaning
My
in.
daughters and I are getting on in age, and we're finding the daily work difficult. There are a number of children in Valaki that have no family, that have been abandoned by their parents, and they've been shoved off to an orphanage of sorts. It's a terrible place. The things those children have to put up with every day. No child should have to experience what they do, and I don't have it in me to rescue one of them. But we've got room for some children here. I don't think we could take the entire orphanage. But perhaps you lot could rescue a few of them and bring them here, and we'll raise them and teach them the trade and make them part of our family.
For a moment, I want to make sure that pies aren't being made with kids.
Sorry, what?
I just want to make sure, because how you said what the pies are made of, or the recipe, and with children, I was like, wait, we're not baking children into pies, are we?
Please tell me you're asking this directly in
Did you
character.
say that to her?
No, I'm not asking this.
Okay.
I'm not asking this. I'm not asking this. I'm thinking this, though, and then for
Okay.
a moment when
I
I'm
was going to
listening,
ask.
I mean, Dort's
Right?
about to ask.
I was going to ask,
I-
how do you put the joy of children in pies?
thank you. I'll just ask it that way.
Oh no! I'm addicted
So are
to
you asking
children
that question?
pies.
I
Are
do
you
want to
asking
ask
that
her.
question?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I'm a little confused on the joy of children.
She says, my
How do
dear,
you-
that's where the magic comes in.
Oh
They're not actual children. I just want to make sure clarify.
No.
There's no
no! Oh no!
children in
Oh,
pie. Okay.
no.
No, I'm asking very politely here. There's
How
no
could you
children in
even
pie.
suggest
No.
such a thing?
You
It's
know,
a
we just
kid's
dealt with the.
meal.
Hey, no. Here's the thing. I'm saying this to Matt. I'm saying this to Granny Morga. We just dealt with werewolves, okay?
And you
We
survived.
just literally. So this land, I'm not going to put anything past that things can happen. Now, I would be more than happy to rescue children because I had an amazing childhood, and I don't ever want to see any child
Wonderful, dear.
growing up
Wonderful.
in slavery or in bonds and terror and evil. So I would be more
Nobody
than
wants
happy. I
that,
just
do
want to
they?
clarify.
Nobody wants that. Are you trying to say something to us, Savanas? Nope.
Man, you got to keep straight where you're muted.
Yep.
So, I know, it's like chill. So, I understand you want to take care of these kids. I'm looking at your windmill, and your windmill looks like it's about to fall apart.
It has seen better days.
Now, I'm no handyman, but if you'd like, I might be able to find someone who could fix your windmill for a fee.
She like shuffles over to you and reaches up and grabs your bicep and says, "Oh, I bet you're quite the handyman. Look at those muscles."
Well, I could figure it out, but I'm no expert. I can lift up heavy things, but putting things together, might take
It
a little-
is, listen, part of the reason our pies cost what they do is because we are trying to raise money to repair this place.
Well, I could pitch in a hand. I do have obligations on the town further up that I need to take care of before I come back for a visit. But
I
can,
see.
you know,
Well, the town, you mean Valokia? Are you heading back to Barovia?
right? No, of Wallachia.
Lucky.
Balaki, yes. That's where the orphanage is. So
Oh,
perhaps when you're doing your business, you
right.
might rescue a few of those children and bring
Oh,
them
that'd be
here where we
fun.
can
Yeah,
keep them safe.
I was once a young orphan, so I'd like.
Were you?
Yes, I was an orphan. I don't know a lot about where my parents are or if they're even alive. So
I have
know-
to say, you do look like some of the half-elf foundlings that I've seen in the orphanage.
really,
Oh,
maybe
The
I could
skin tone is very similar, I mean.
well, someone called me a gloom elf or a half dark elf or cave elf or something. I don't know before.
Well, we don't really
heard
get
of it.
very many of the dark elves here, unless they come in as adventurers like you do. But there are elves here in these lands, and
Mm.
they do sometimes have relationships with not elves, if you get my meaning, hey?
Now I get the meaning. Are they affected by this fog or mist that seems to take over and roll across the countryside?
Oh, everyone is affected by the fog and the mist, my child.
Except the Vistani, right?
Oh, yes, you're right. Those like this one here, yes? But you're traveling with one, I assume you know that they can
Oh,
leave.
yeah.
They have some kind of a bargain with
mm-hmm.
Abe just looks
Yeah,
at
they're-
this. It is true.
They're good at bargaining. They're good at striking a deal. I don't see
Well,
past.
let me say this. Perhaps we can sell you some pies now, and you can take them. And if you can sell them and use that money to get
Whoa.
some supplies to bring back with us when you
Yeah.
bring back the children,
Yeah.
then that's better for everyone, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, let me get my official paperwork and documents in hand so we can take inventory on these pies. How many pies are we selling?
Oh, well, how many do you feel you could sell?
I mean,
How many children are we rescuing?
Well, I think we've got room for maybe 5 at the most.
All right. So, how many do you sell on an average day at the market when you go into Barovia? Like on an average day, how many do you sell?
We don't often go to the market. We're a very relationship-based business, you see. So we're really door to door to door.
Oh, like door, word of mouth.
We deliver right to the doorstep of anyone who's interested. And then in the marketplace, in the village of Barovia, we do sort of meet there in the center of the town because it's such a small place. It's easy for everyone to come to us there.
Well, on a typical day, how many pies would you sell?
Oh, let me think. Oh, 20 or 30 perhaps.
Wait, are those pre-orders or are those walk-ups?
Those are walk-ups, dear. There's no pre-orders.
All right. Well, if we start out, I don't want your pies to go bad on us.
We have regular customers, but I can service our regular customers. I'm looking for you to find us new business.
Yeah. So since I'm just new to the pie selling game, why don't you start me out with just about 10 pies? I'll start out with half, and we could work up from there.
That would
See
be
how these pies fly off the shelf.
that would be 20 gold.
20 gold. All right. Dorn.
We don't have that.
I don't have that much money left.
All right. Well, I have
Right.
some.
Dear.
So what deal
Well,
can we
how much
do
do you have?
I am.
I've got
opening-
5.
with you giving the deed?
Oh no! This is the deal. We're that greased the elbows, Nikki. That got us in. That got us in. We did the right thing. We erred on the side of honors, and we did not kick them out of there. We did not make an enemy. So
Kick us out of where?
I'm not saying that out loud.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's Nikki.
That's why you said Nikki.
Okay.
That
So,
way.
So do you have 20 gold?
I have 5.
Is
I will
Dor
pay you.
willing to chip in for this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, Dorn, you cannot eat the pie
Well, you cannot eat the
Never
supply.
mind. Why not?
Don't eat the product.
We have
because we're selling.
If we sell,
Yes.
I
selling-
only
I am
have-
giving you money in exchange for goods. This is selling to me.
no.
Dorn,
making
selling
new
pie will get us
customers-
more pie in the long run.
All
It's
right. Maybe.
Zazanis, we don't have enough gold currency.
well, I
so
have.
you need to
You guys
cut it in
figure
half.
out what you can do. Maybe you can make some kind of like a trade or something, but I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I do too. I only have 4 gold, but I'm not giving up all my gold.
Why? Pie is an excellent investment.
Because we're going to need gold for other things when we get into the Velaki. So how much does she
sleep on the
normally
streets.
sell per? We're supposed to sell like resell for. But we're not getting any profit. If you're selling, it's how much gold is she?
I am
wanting
ready to
20?
join this multi-level marketing pie scheme.
Then
Yeah,
what are we? Then what are
pie.
we selling? Hold on. What are we selling the pies at? If she's selling them
We're gonna
$2,
mark them up.
two
We're gonna mark
golds.
them up and not tell her about the markup. We just
No,
keep-
she just told us to sell straight up sell it for, in other words, upsell it for current, for more money or for
yeah,
to be able to make it, to buy
Worth a
goods.
lot.
So,
yeah.
but what does she normally sell them for?
They're 2 gold a pop. That's what she sells them to
then
us for.
she should sell them for 1 to us, and we'll bring her back the additional, along with being able to.
Are you gonna haggle with her? Are you
No,
gonna?
but I'm saying you should automatically, it makes no sense why we would pay for everything upright, the same amount that we're gonna
Look,
sell. We're not-
No, we're not. Look,
it.
look. If we buy 10 pies for 20 golds,
That's not a
those
discount.
pies,
Are we
we can
are we
sell
over
those
the children's
pies.
joy?
Huh?
Said, are we over the children's joy pies? Are we possibly
We
selling?
didn't push about that. Wait,
Well,
do you
she
think
said
she's
no.
actually wait, do you think she's actually making like children into pies?
She's not making kids into pies. She's
I
a.
don't know. You saw
I got-
inside the place.
I'm really
I-
inside.
I got a vibe, man.
So did I, but I thought nobody was talking about it, and I was like, oh, I guess I'm totally thinking out left field.
No,
And
it's just
weird,
pies.
but
I
I-
mean they're clearly witches of some sort here because they make
Exactly.
Magic
Did you not
pies.
watch Hansel and Gretel?
No, what wait, what? No, I mean
It's an old tale that at my old village.
You guys,
Um, but
we
children-
currently do not have in Barovia any type of steady source of income other than what we find from going through dead houses and caves. Like this could give us a steady source of income. That we
So
oh my
But
god.
it's
we
not
are
an income. We're
potentially
making
getting
back what we
into human
spent.
trafficking.
Does it count if they're in pie form?
I mean,
Here's the deal. We should be getting the pies at a discounted rate regardless if we're having to resell and bring her in more customer, because we're not getting any money out of, just all we're doing is bringing her customer and doing all the work. If anything, she needs to get it at a discount so that we're able to at least get them sold, be able to have the money to get the products and stuff she needs to fix up the joint or whatever. And at the same time, we're needing to rescue children
That's
that
the
might in
trafficking
fact
part.
go in the pie.
Do you
I'm
really
just-
think that they're eating the kids and selling it in the town?
No, they're not eating the kids. They're putting the kids in the pie and we're eating the kids.
They would have been found out before, though. Like, if they're stealing.
Says who? They're
Irina,
witches.
is this? Are they?
Okay,
Irina,
listen.
Irina,
I have a
Irina,
plan.
Irina,
I'm
Are
gonna
they
find
eating-
out what the ingredients.
Savanas, hold on. Savanas, hold on.
Irina.
Yes,
Are
Dory.
they eating? Are these pies made out of children?
I do not think so. I do not make the pies, but that would be a horrible thing.
Is that something that happens? Like, does that happen here? Like, the kids go missing like often?
Dorn,
Never
you
mind,
have
that was
been here
stupid
for a
question.
week.
Okay, that was a dumb question.
Do you think that children go missing in Barovia?
Yes, I think that.
Yes.
Okay.
That doesn't mean they're being baked into
Oh,
pies. Besides,
there's
how
really
could they be baked into pies? You have fruit pies here. You have
Yeah.
potato pies here.
You're right.
And
There's all sorts of
meat.
non-meat pies.
There are
All
meat
right.
pies as well. Yes.
Yes, those are the best ones. Oh,
But was it only you're thinking the children somehow make the magic of the pie work? But was it only the meat pies that gave
I
you
don't
the boost of energy and all of that?
What if they're sucking the life
you're right,
of the
you're right.
children to put in magic, like the children's tears, or I don't know. So
That
I
would
just want to make. I
be-
just want to make.
I don't know about how that kind of magic. It sounds like you are describing something that the devil would do.
all right,
This is an old granny. She is not. She is not Strahd.
all right. Here, Kaylin, does anybody have any way to, like, I don't know. Oh, do we want to sneak inside and, like, look around? Because now you got me worried. Because if this is actually like kid pie,
Did you walk away from her? Like she's standing right here, guys.
Oh yeah, we'll walk away from her. for that
Yeah.
part.
No, of course. Now, here's the thing. I just want to understand clarity how we are making money to fix her place up by selling pies for the exact amount that we're paying for. Because I don't see that selling pies and bringing them new customers for the exact amount that we're paying for is helping us in any ways to be able to earn money to then get the tools or the people to come help fix up the windmill. So I'm that's my only
Well, you've
thing
put
with-
money. You've put money in her pocket,
correct.
and then when you sell the pies, you get that money back, and then you can use it to buy the tools.
Yeah,
and
it's our
supplies.
money. We're not making it. It's not a profit. That's the thing. So in other words, instead of buying pies, we could just go and use our money for the same thing to buy whatever she needs then. And that's
Right.
still us paying out of pocket. And we're not getting any pie for it, and fixing up the windmill free and in fact paying for fixing the windmill. So that's why I'm like, wait a minute, we should get the pies at a discount, sell them, use the money then and the revenue to buying what we need to help fix or pay people to come and fix her place and give us the tools to be able to go and rescue the children and bring them back as well. There's no point us buying pies and selling it for the same price. If that's the case, we might as well eat them.
Warren's okay with that.
I know he is. And I have an issue with that because that's all our money. To me,
Yeah.
So,
I remember
we'll
on
do
you.
this.
Kaylin, what were you gonna say?
I was agreeing about the money part. But also, I'm not sold on the idea of the children not being harmed.
I don't
And
think there's kids being.
Regardless of that,
Good.
these are addictive pies. Do we really want to basically become drug dealers?
Listen, just because they're really good doesn't mean they're addictive.
Here.
This
Stop eating them anytime I want.
so we don't.
I'm gonna support you. Mom.
Show me that you can stop.
Why? They're delicious. They're also the only good thing we've really had since we stopped, went through the mist.
Yeah.
You have been having wonderful dreams every night.
Wonderful.
So Zavanis, what were you trying to say, or are you back on a call? He's on a call. Okay. Nick, you walked away. Kaylin, did you have some concerns you needed to work out? Oh, everybody's going away.
I was gonna
I'm
tell
here.
Kaylin, I don't mind being a drug dealer. I'm so sorry, I had to pee really quick. No, the whole point is we are going and doing everything, not making 1 cent to then help to go towards, and in fact, still paying out of pocket. I have an issue with that. I think if anything, we should get the pies at a discount because again, if we're killed, oh well, she at least got some money. She doesn't get us to bring everything back as planned. But if in fact everything does go as planned, we do not die, we get everything for her and then some, and she still gets the help to fix up her windmill, even though she sold the pies at a discount price. However, brought in new customers, and therefore she's going to have a higher revenue stream. So
Okay.
that's my economical, at least
So
advice
you don't have
to
a
the
problem
group.
with being a drug dealer. You just want to make sure that you're making some money
No.
off of it.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
Because on my way, I'm
Hey.
going to rescue children.
Capitalism for the win, baby.
I'm helping old grannies and their and
You're a saint.
I'm not even technically, we're not getting anything from it because it's still all that money is still going in.
Feeling
I
in
just
your
don't think we
heart
should
from
do all the
helping
work
children and old
and pay.
ladies.
Exactly. I just don't think we should do all of that, risking the life, and at the same time still end up paying out of pocket for all the tools, all the stuff, or all the people that we got. You know what I mean?
So are you wanting to negotiate with her?
Yes.
Okay.
Or Zavana
Doran's
should.
ready to go free the kids.
Say again?
Exactly.
Doran's ready to go free the kids. I've
Doran's
made
ready to go
my-
free the kids. Okay.
He has made his rolls.
Yeah. You and Zavanis definitely are 100% sure she's telling the truth. She seems very on the up and up.
Wow. You guys rolled
A 7 and a 6 with a -1, and Zavanis with a +4. He rolled a 2.
Watch out.
Oh my god. Can I just roll an insight for the hell of it, Joel?
You can roll insight, but
Please.
again, just tell
Save us from
in
the kidnapping charges.
In the future,
Sorry. I am trying to see if she really is not crossing us, and that I trust freeing the children and bringing them back. They're not going to be slaves. They're not going to be sucked out the life of them for happiness or joy to go in these pies. I want to know if I trust her like that.
I get
you know
it.
what I mean?
I get it. Absolutely. So 20 is a high roll, so you feel really confident in your sense from her.
Mm-hmm. What did I roll? Hold
you
on.
rolled
I
a-
gotta
you
get.
rolled a
20.
natural 20.
Are you shitting me?
You
That
got
I
it.
roll.
I mean, this is pretty important. I'm
Yeah.
real
I
happy.
burned
you
through
rolled that real quick.
chaos. I burned through luck. And now I get my
Okay.
goddamn natural 20.
So you're picking up on that she seems to be not entirely honest about the situation at the orphanage. And not entirely honest about whether she actually needs you to sell pies for her or not.
Okay. With that said, I want to grab Zavanis and pull him aside along with Kaylin. I'll let Dorn and Irina entertain old Granny. And I want to privately just let them know what exactly like what you said, that she's not being entirely honest about the children. So if Kaylin has any concern about the children, we can address that. And then same with she really doesn't, I don't think she really needs us to sell her pies and get new customers. So in other words, what is her alternative motive? Why are we quote unquote buying and pretending to be selling and then bringing kids back?
I mean, I don't really have an answer there. I don't know.
Or do we walk away from the pie ladies and continue on our conquest? I feel like we spent so much time in this.
I
I don't know
mean,
if you've been paying attention, but we ain't actually been conquesting our way across this place.
Correct. At all. So
I mean,
I want.
are we gonna give up pies? Are we giving up pies culture?
So since
no.
since you all seem to be uncertain about what to do, and Morga's just kind of standing there while you all talk, she says, "Dearies, I'm honestly getting quite cold just standing out here in the mist. I'm going to go inside and I'll gather your pies up for you." And then
All right, that sounds like a
Yes.
so I have
Pies.
something to pay for the pies with. I do have that. I have.
So we're just buying pies for us then.
So Familia has go ahead and reiterate what the sense that you're getting is.
There's no real. She does not need us to exactly sell pies or get her new clients. It's
Well,
a
she-
rouge. This is a
well-
rouge. So I'm trying to explain, I do not want to fork out 20 gold to a woman who is not being completely truthful to us, nor
That's the price of the pies, though.
Look,
exactly, meaning she's just upselling pies to us and
We could
then
just eat
having
'em.
us do her bidding. We don't need 10 pies, Dorn.
You don't.
We don't
10
need 20
pies.
gold worth. You
Yes, I
don't need
do.
20 gold worth.
But I do.
No, you don't.
I assure you.
That
I
is
do.
an actual fact.
You don't know.
Even Czar can agree upon that. So I'm
So
thinking.
as you mentioned, Czar, he's flying up like 30 or 40 feet up, just hanging out, like basically harassing the ravens that are flying around the
oh, get away! Get away from him!
and then like a small flock of them start to chase him around the windmill.
I'm gonna do a
Yeah, get him.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
He's just flying.
Laura, leave them alone. So here's the thing.
I don't know. Talk to him. What?
Here's my plan. I don't know. I haven't let the group know. I have a plan, and I want to let you guys know out of character what my plan is.
Well, we're still privately. She's going into the windmill, so you need to tell us now while she's
in
away.
the windmill. She's in the
I
windmill.
don't.
She's
I
in the
don't want
windmill.
her to hear.
Who?
So-
Dorn? You don't want Dorn to hear it?
No, I want Dorn to hear. Guys, huddle, 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 huddle.
What?
Here's my plan.
Yes.
Here's my plan.
What is your plan?
I'm going to set up a spy.
A spy?
Watch. Yes, a spy. I'm gonna set up a spy to watch these pie witches during the day and see what they do and what their every move makes.
Pie witch. Is that like a sandwich with pie filling?
Pie witches!
It is now. Oh man, that'd be nice.
So here's the thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually wanting pie, and I don't even eat pie.
I know, except when I sent you guys a bunch of pie to eat.
God damn it! Now I want one. I
Uh,
want a shepherd's pie.
Oh, they're so good.
Ugh.
So here's the thing. We want to save these kids from being chewed up and eaten into pie if that's what's happening.
Listen, do we think that they're being made into pies or not? I need to know. This is
No,
very
I
important.
don't. No, I don't.
This is the thing. I think no. I think though the children are being used in some sense, whether their essence is taken out of them or something magical. I still do not believe that the children are poor off in the orphanage and that they are being rescued by being brought here.
Why not?
Because she could have done that herself with her pies if she wanted to rescue the children. So,
What do you mean? Like, what do you
She's
mean
not-
rescue them with pies?
well,
Listen,
she
if we
use
can get some more
to
pies
buy
to
the
rescue the children, I'm
yeah,
doing
no,
that.
no. Her pies are so. Think about it. If her pies are as great as, and everyone knows about her pies, She doesn't need to worry about customers. Everyone already knows. They already had, a reputation. And these children, she could have easily bartered with, because orphanages, they need to get rid of children because they cost money. It costs to feed children and clothe them and take care of them.
Oh,
So I think something's a little more insidious that's not being told.
here's the thing.
I don't want to buy, is my point, the 10 pies when we don't need
But-
to. We're anything we're buying for us. We're not buying to sell.
I thought
Would
that
it be
was the plan.
possible?
You're talking. I am
Sorry.
stealthing away.
Go ahead.
Would it be possible to have?
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm
He's
stealthing
trying to
away
step
while she's
Okay,
talking.
while you're talking, Zavanis starts to very obviously creep away.
Hmm.
And
Oh.
like every footstep makes a muddy squish
Oh,
as he
man.
moves.
Where are you going?
I have to use the I have to use the restroom, and these witches won't let us in.
What's a
Oh.
restroom?
I have to
It's a
use
place where you
the
make a shit.
outhouse. I have to
There
use
you
the
go.
in-house
privy.
outhouse.
That's
Privy.
privy.
Okay,
privy.
so you're gonna go off to use the privy. Kaylin, what
Yeah,
was your
so I'm going around the
Mm.
back,
I was going to ask Dorn.
the
Is-
windmill.
Okay.
I'm going
Yeah.
around the back of the windmill.
Okay. Hold on that for a second. Go ahead, Kevin.
Would it be possible to have Czar check out the windmill and see if there's anything going on?
I mean, he's supposed to follow my instructions. Czar, come here.
He zooms down to you, and 10 ravens like swarm around you. And he hides.
hell'd you do to
hides
piss
under
them
your,
off?
He hides under your legs. Nothing. I didn't do nothing. Get him off of me.
What did you do? Listen, it doesn't matter. They're just birds anyway, right? Are they? Did you tell them something?
No, I can't speak bird.
All right, I didn't know. All I know is you can barely speak English, or you can barely speak Common.
Well, it is one of the low languages, mate.
That suits you well, I guess. Hey, listen, can you go inside that windmill, look around and see if you can spot anything, I guess, that goes along with your kind of stuff?
And keep yourself out of.
What you mean, my
Station.
kind of stuff?
Oh, heinous acts of betrayal, infernal energies, whether hellish or chaotic or abyssal.
And make sure you're not seen.
That's
Yeah, don't get spotted.
I could give it a go. What's in it for me?
Well, you're supposed to help me, right?
I can help you. How is me looking at the windmill supposed to help you?
Well, for this whole operation, so that we can move on. Also, I don't know if I'm eating kids or not, and I really need to figure that out before I eat anymore.
You think they're putting children in the pies?
I don't know. It's 50-50 right now.
All right. I can do it. Sure.
Wait,
Plus, you can have pies, so get up there.
this is a stupid question. Do you know any, is that something that you could, like, is that something you know about? Do people put
What?
children in pies? Like, do you know about that?
I mean,
Or
look,
steal
not
their
me.
essence.
Not me. First of all, let's be clear.
Oh, shit.
Not me ever.
Uh,
But like, I've known a few guys that will do something maybe a little bit.
do they look like this? Does the pies come out looking like this? I'll show him the pie so he can see it with his own eyes. I mean, does it look like that?
That just looks like a pie.
Oh shit! All right, get up there. We need to find this out. I need this. I need to know.
I
this.
mean, look, the blokes I know, they like to carve little like faces in the top to make it look like there's a screaming person. That's like,
Yep.
and then when they put a big hole where like the mouth is, and then when it bakes, a bunch of steam comes out of the hole, and it looks like they're spewing their fears
that's
off
good. That's
into.
good.
It's a sight. It's a sight.
This one's not that bad then. All right, just go. Go look. It sounds like it's less likely. Go
Make
ahead,
sure
take a
there's no children chained up being their
Okay.
essence being.
He says,
Sucked out.
right, and then he disappears.
look. What? Like poof?
Yes.
What the?
I
Are you
take it
still
he's
there?
not done that before.
Are you still? Oh no, he was inside of me. This is the first physical manifestation I've ever seen of him.
Hmm.
I mean, he's an imp, clearly.
That must
like-
be comfortable.
But like, this is different.
Savanas, you go around to
Alright.
the backside of the windmill.
So I'm just looking around. By the way, have we taken a long rest at all?
We
Well,
did
you guys long
before.
rested the night before you arrived here, but
Yeah.
you should have already marked that off.
Okay, because last time I was working, I didn't get a chance to and everything.
Yes,
So-
then you should have long rested because you all long
Okay,
rested after the
Mhm.
werewolf attack.
Correct.
Okay, let me get a long rest real quick.
And you should have just
well, here's the
a
thing.
couple temporary points.
Here's my thing. I want to make sure that no one can see me around on the opposite side of where I'm at the windmill. Real quick.
There are windows on north, south, east, and west for the windmill.
How climbable is the windmill that I could tell?
Possibly, but dangerously.
Possibly, but dangerously. Okay.
That's
Well,
your favorite kind, right?
I like to live on the dangerous. So while no one can see me really, I'm gonna use my grappling hook. And I'm gonna try to climb up to the top to get a better view of the layout.
Okay. So the grappling hook will allow you to have advantage. So go ahead and give me an athletics check with advantage as you attempt to climb.
Okay, athletics check with advantage. Oh,
Don't fall into the witch's pot.
I have.
Yeah, don't let them see you as well.
No, I'm just gonna say I had to check out what I got to fix, anyways.
Don't mind me, ladies. I'm just in your rafters, ninjaing along.
Yeah, just get a head start on the building process. You know me.
Okay, well, it's a good thing that you had advantage because you rolled a natural 1,
Nice.
and
Oh.
then your total with that would have been an 8. But with the athletics check with advantage, you rolled a 12.
Nice.
Okay.
So you're able to make your way up to like the second level. And at that point, you feel like if you keep trying, the grappling hook is going to tear away from what you have attached it to. So on
You get that to me.
there's like a sort of awning cover that's
Yeah, that's what I'm
half
hoping.
rotted away that protects the bottom floor,
Uh-huh.
and you're standing on that right now.
Am I about to fall through it, I guess?
You don't know how well it'll support your body.
Okay.
You know that if you continue climbing, you have a very strong suspicion that your grappling hook is going to fail.
Okay. I'm gonna stay right there where I am.
Okay.
How close are the crows still flying around chasing Zara?
Yeah, they're flying all over the place. There's probably 30 of them swarmed around this windmill, just flying up, landing.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna with all the commotion, I'm gonna grab like a little bit of ration out. I'm gonna try to get the attention of some of these birds, maybe they're hungry or something. I'm
Okay.
gonna try to get their attention.
Okay. Give me an animal handling check.
Animal handler. Come on. Did I roll that bad?
That's a natural. No, you do not roll with advantage. That's a natural 1.
Oh.
So that's a 5. So you're holding on to the rope with one hand and you're digging into your pack, trying to pull out a ration to be able to entice them.
Oh, it seems good.
And you get it out, and then it slips out of your hand and falls to the ground.
All right. So I'm gonna jump. And how far am I from the ground? If I jump,
10 feet.
So I'm gonna jump down, grab the
Okay.
food. I'm gonna be like,
So I just want to clarify: a 10-foot fall does damage you if you don't make a successful roll.
okay,
But if you like hang down and then drop, you would be okay.
okay, I'll hang down and drop because I don't have slow fall yet.
Okay.
I don't think I have slow fall. No, I do
Okay.
have slow fall. I could use my reaction to reduce any damage I take by 20.
But do you want to waste a? I mean, you
No,
can just
no, that's right.
lower yourself down the normal way.
Okay, yeah, I'll lower
Um,
myself down.
So the grappling hook is still attached to the top of the windmill.
I'll worry about that in a minute. Like I
Okay.
need to come out later fix these things.
Okay.
So if we deem that they're not eating kids, so I'm going to grab the food.
Yep.
I'm gonna pick it up, like sort of break it up, like throw it in the air, and I'm gonna like do like an illusion of a crow that just found food. The sound of a crow that just found food.
Okay, make another animal handling check with advantage.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm rolling natural 20.
They're not crows, they're ravens.
Raven, I don't
Yeah.
There's a
This is why you
difference.
failed. Yeah.
There's
That's
a
what I-
difference.
that's my person wasn't
Raven,
good.
oh, you gotta do good this time.
Okay, better.
21. That's a
Okay.
very good roll. So yeah, like 10 ravens swarm down and start to peck at the ground.
And then, when they do,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel safe, I'm gonna do. Boo.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Speak
Yeah.
with animals.
Cool.
And
Is that
I
how you
assume
do it?
that same thing happens where I just fall into a fit of pain and my
Yep. So everything that happened last time, your face extends into a raven-like beak, and you're just excruciating, agonizing pain, and then you're left with this like burning pain all over your face.
Oh, man, it hurts every time. I don't think I'll get used to that. All right, so I'm going to like signal to these crows that I am speaking to them and I want to be friendly with them. And I have a question.
So all of the crows look up at you and listen. And then one of them hops forward.
Oh, Raven buddy, is this the blue one?
The blue one is nowhere to be seen. But one of them hops forward and says, "Oh, that's an interesting little trick you got there. Hi, what can I do for you?"
Hi. Well, I have a question. We think that these, what we call pie witches, are in here, and we need to know.
Like a sandwich with pie. That's clever. That's really
these
good.
People, pie witches, we think that they're putting poison, and spells, and magic in the food that they're giving to us. I want you and your buddies in food.
Interesting.
Are shinies.
And who are you again?
Oh, my name is Zavanis. I am a brother raven of the monk variety.
You're a raven?
Well, I'm kind of a human who really holds ravens in high regards, and I hold their spirit in my key.
You're a half elf, right?
I'm adopted.
Yeah, I'm a half elf. And in actuality.
Right. I mean, it's interesting that you say that because like you really remind me of a few ravens that I know. All right.
Yes.
But you're not from Barovia. I can tell by your accent.
We come from a place called the Swords of Long Coast, right?
It's the Sword Coast. The Sword Coast.
Sword of Adventure.
The Swords of the Long Coast, yes.
Swords of the Long Coast.
No, the Sword Coast.
The Sword
Long
Coast.
Sword Coast.
And over there, we actually study and hold your kinds as ravens in high regard among my people, where we learn how to do all sorts of cool things to harness our key.
I see. How old are you?
Chirp.
Are you checking your character sheet?
Can you come back?
Aren't you 26? Or 21?
Oh,
I
you're
thought
on
you were
you're
young.
on mute, Savanas. I don't know if that's intentional or not. He's got a work call. Okay, we'll come back to him. So, Dorn, you don't have any kind of like telepathic link to him, do you?
I think I do. He's
I
do.
Full familiar.
Oh, sorry. Never mind.
No, you're good.
Man, they call me with a false alarm for that. They call me. It was Chelsea.
Oh, Jesus, really?
Can
Sorry.
you, Dorn, can you double check and make sure whether or not you can talk to him telepathically?
Yep, it's fine, familiar. One more at a time.
I know that you can like see through his eyes and things like that, but I don't remember if you can actually like telepathically communicate or what the range on that is.
It is an empathic link.
Okay, so you can like you can send like emotions. Is that the way it works?
Let me triple check on it. I don't think so.
Okay, you look it up. Zavanas, you there?
Yeah, I was gonna also offer him 1 gold coin as a cash advance to sweeten the deal.
He asked how old you are.
I am 28.
Huh.
Human years, that is, or elf. As you may take it, we age a little bit differently. We do.
Huh. Interesting. Okay, so here's the deal. My friends and I, we keep an eye on this place because we also think there's something weird going on with these ladies. But I don't have any evidence yet. As far as I can tell, the two kids that they've got up there on the top floor seem generally okay. But the windows are blocked out, so I can't see a whole lot. But something, I agree. We agree with you. Something seems a little odd, and we've been keeping an eye on them for a while. They sell pies in the villages that are nearby. And I know some folks that they couldn't afford the pie anymore, and they got sick. So like we think there's something going on.
Yeah, they have outright and admitted that they are putting hedge magic into these pies, and
Yeah, that tracks.
they have just asked us to procure for them a small amount of human children. Now, I don't know what that's about, but do you ever see people go in and not leave?
They asked you to kidnap kids?
Just like
Well, she said that it was to save them
6.
Save them from where?
from an orphanage.
Oh, the orphanage is not a good place.
Well, maybe I should save them, but I wouldn't know if it would be safe to put them in the hands of these people who are making these magic pies. I would feel so much better if you could just keep an eye over it and just record what you would on what their daily outgoings and doings are. And I'll come back in a few days with some food and some shiny things to repay you for your kindness.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So oh, this is Avanis, by the way. Do you go by a creature name?
A creature name.
Yeah, creature name. I have an elf name, Zavanis. You have a raven name,
Barov.
Barov. Nice to meet you, Barov. I shall come and meet with you again soon.
All right, man.
So then like I want to sneak off, but I don't want him to see me turning into my elf form as I turn away. So
Okay.
I still slowly walk away and make sure he's probably gonna see me anyway. I told him to watch everything. So but I don't want the crew to know that I'm a giant walking bird person, so I like turn it off for a second.
Why
Okay.
not? I'm a giant
Okay.
walking demon person or devil person.
Okay. So the 10 ravens that have like gathered around there take up into the sky again and join the rest of the flock. Dorn.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So you hear Zara's voice in your head again.
You said you were out. What?
Hey,
What?
right. So
You said you were out. Are you back in?
no, I'm not back in. I wouldn't go back in you if I could help it.
Yeah, I would let you. What? How are you doing this then?
Right.
You just talk in my head?
Right. I mean, don't you, I thought you understood how this worked.
Not completely.
Right. Now, like we can talk over distance, and like, yeah, do this for me. Do this for me.
What?
Like concentrate really, really, really hard on like the spot in between your eyes.
Like cross my eyes?
Well, I mean, you don't have to cross your eyes. Just like focus on it really hard.
All right. I'm focusing on it.
Okay, really hard.
Trying.
Right, and now then, I want you to imagine the sound of somebody tearing a really, really obese bastard in two, and what that sounds like.
I don't really have to guess on that, but all
I
right.
want really try to imagine that sound like you're hearing it.
What the hell's? All right, fine. Yep, that's a horrible sound. Why are you? What?
And then,
What is this for?
like, boom! Suddenly, you're looking through his eyes and hearing what he's hearing.
Oh wow, cool. Here we go.
And there's a very serious moment of like almost completely losing your balance because he's upside down and he's like 40 feet above you.
Above Zavanis or me?
Above you.
Whoa. What the?
Hey, you
So-
did it. You did it.
I think I'm gonna. No, I'm not gonna throw up. I'm not gonna throw up. Okay.
Oh, look at you. Look at you down there. You're about to fall over.
Yeah, I'm gonna be speaking out loud a little bit, everybody. So, yeah, what? How am I? I'm seeing from your eyes then,
Right.
so I can
Right.
see me down there, and
Because
yeah,
we're
something's
still
steady.
connected. You get that, right?
Yeah, I get that.
Right. So listen, I wanted to show you something. Come here.
All
And
right,
he
what?
flits over to the window on the third floor.
What
And
is it?
he's found a little crack in the glass that's like there's a little corner of it that's cut out. And so he like sticks his eye up to it. And you can see there's like it's like a bed chamber with a like almost completely rotten old bed against one wall. And there's a pile of like rugs and clothing like just shoved into a corner. And there's a stairwell that like comes to the top here that you can see curving down a little bit, and a ladder going up. And there's 3 large wooden crates stacked against the opposite wall from the bed. He says, "You see them crates there?
Yeah.
I am certain I saw a little kid's hand come out of one of them crates."
Get closer. Take a look. I want to know for sure. They
Well,
shouldn't be in
can't-
crates.
You want me to break a window? You said to be quiet.
Yeah. Can you see? Do you see any other way in?
Oh, let me see what I can find out here.
Just like, hey, guys, there's kids in crates up there. I think maybe.
I think there's a latch just here on the other. Hold on a second. He turns around, so now like your angle of view suddenly spins, and now you're looking off into the distance across the hill in the mists. And he sort of starts to bob and bounce around as he sticks his tail through the hole in the glass and starts to try to flip the. Hold on, I think I got it. Right. All right, there we are. He pulls the window open and flits in, lands on the window.
All right. Take a look closer. What do you see in the crates?
He flies over and grabs onto the crates with his hands and his feet. "Are you in there?" He says in a whispering voice. "You in there?" And you hear a child's voice scream in terror as this little tiny demon bounces against this crate cage, and he goes, "Oh shit! Yep, she's in there!" And he darts back out again.
All right, get out of here. You gotta hide. Here, hide or something.
"I'm still invisible. She can't see me, but I don't."
Oh, yeah,
I
you're
don't-
invisible.
Yep. You might want to not be seen.
Oh, they already know we're out here. This is fine. Hey, listen. See if they come and check on the screaming kid, because they should, because the kid screamed, right? Yeah, stay hidden. Stay hidden.
All right. All right. He goes and hangs out at the window and listens.
Anybody ever come and check?
Pretty quickly, you hear footsteps coming up the stairs.
All right, stay hidden. Stay hidden. Stay really good and hidden. I want to hear what they say.
And one of the daughters, the one that was on the second floor, comes up into the dark room. And she looks around, notices the window open, walks over, looks out and down.
We're all just out there talking with each other.
Zar sees her eyes narrow suspiciously, like she has suspicion. She pulls the window shut, walks over to the crates, picks up a stick and bangs the side of it. "What you making noise for?" "Quiet. We're working." And she walks back downstairs again.
All right, guys. Listen, There's kids up there in cages, and she just smacked a stick on the cage after the kid screamed. Did you all hear the kid scream?
Can we hear?
Yeah.
See, this is what I'm saying. Madam or Granny Morga.
Morga. Mhm.
Morga. Granny Morga is not what she says she is.
All right, listen, I ain't leaving here until those kids are out of there. Kalen, you with me?
I'm with you.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, you got your sword sharp, don't you? We're going to go bust that fucking door down and kick some ass, aren't we?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
Sorry, Dorn, about
Wait.
your pies, but
Which
No, we're not going to talk about pies right now because of what may have happened here, but we're going to go break that door down and go kill
You know
some
what?
witches.
Don't worry. I'm with you.
All right.
we should wait till
Tell
Sylvanas gets back.
Zara, good job.
Unless anybody has any objections or thinks we need to go get some more information or anything, I'm ready to kick that door down.
Where's Sylvanas?
Right.
Irina, what do you think?
I heard the child cry, and it did not sound good. If you're telling me that you somehow could see them and that they were not being treated well, then
Exactly.
There's no
the
tradition or
one
child rearing
hand,
plan here that has people in cages, right?
I mean, it is not normally how we would treat our children,
Yeah,
unless
is it
we are trying
orphanages?
to protect them in some way, I suppose. But I also have some grave concerns. If perhaps these women are not what they seem, then perhaps they are much, much, much worse.
All right. Listen,
They're magic. They're
I've never-
witches. So we can't just go in and
Listen, I never claimed to be the smartest person in here, but I know we got to do something about this. And if that means kicking that door in and hacking them to pieces and freeing those kids, so be it. But if you all think that there's some better way to handle this, maybe confront them about what we saw, or just free the kids and find out what's going on, or get a better look, whatever. But my plan right now is to kick that door in.
I don't want to use my disguise spell. I'm trying to think here. This kills me.
Does Kaylin have a
No.
response to what's going on right now?
I agree that we need to save the kids, but I don't know if they are all witches. It could be very difficult to do.
Mm-hmm.
We might want to wait for Sylvanas to come back, but also wait for Lady Morga to come back out, and at least we'd have one separated from the others.
Yeah, we could, but we could also just get in that window up there, get the kids out, because we burn the whole place down because the witches are flammable anyway.
That's possible. Yeah.
Kind of like that idea. Just
Better for the
saying,
kids.
I don't mind starting a bonfire.
I mean, is that an
Separate the
option?
kids and then burn down the window.
Listen, I'm not thinking about pies right now. I'm not thinking about pies. Get the kids out, and once the kids are out, we just set the whole damn thing on fire because witches are flammable as hell anyway.
I'm gonna go find his.
That's coming from.
Burn witches. I mean, they burn really well. That's why you burn them, right?
Wow.
This is like the fire version of if it floats, it's a witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do we burn witches? Because they're made of wood.
Because we need the kindling. That's what it is. You want a good bonfire? Get a witch.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Just burn
That's
them
awesome.
out.
That's awesome.
So I'm gonna go find
Clearly,
Sylvanas.
that's what we do.
Okay, so you're gonna go find Sylvanas. All
I
right.
am.
So he's on his way back toward you from the other side of the windmill. Although I think he left his rope and grappling hook.
Did he?
He didn't say that he grabbed them.
Okay.
So we'll clarify that when he's done with this call. Why don't the three of you
Yes.
work on a plan, and then we can fill him in and get his feedback on it.
Well, okay, because I was thinking I was gonna whisper to him and tell him exactly what Dorn explained what he saw
Assume that Sylvanas fills you in on what the Ravens told him.
with the Ravens. Okay.
Okay.
So then if he does, I need to immediately tell Dorn and Kaylin that they in fact are up to no good. That, hey, my insight was right for once.
And I assume you mentioned that the people who couldn't afford pie started to get sick.
Oh yeah, you didn't tell us that.
I told Zavanis that.
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you. So I'm going to tell him that too. So this magic. So here's the deal. We need a good plan. We need a and Irina and Abe can decide whatever they want since they're non-PCs.
They're gonna
but
come along. Yeah, they're gonna come along.
Abe says, well, of course, if children are at risk, I must put myself forward to protect the innocent.
Exactly.
In a very dramatic fashion.
So do we want to treat this like how we treated the werewolves?
Reverse werewolf! Yes!
Reverse werewolf.
Get him with the reverse werewolf! Yeah!
So the team now has 2 distinct combat scenarios that they've put in a playbook: werewolf and reverse werewolf. There's also
I'm gonna be on the roof.
Let's not forget
Granny out.
grab the orb, which is one that didn't work well.
Grab the orb. We just need to workshop that one still.
Right?
The whole workshop.
And then we died. Or at least 2 of us died. That's not bad though.
No, we just need to workshop that more. Once we get it down, it'll be a great plan. I'll never see it coming.
This is the thing. Zavanis, this is technically Zavanis's property. They took it from him. So I'm going.
They didn't take it. Someone gave it to him.
No, she technically grabbed it from him when she was looking at it and gave it to her
He
sister.
offered it.
He did.
Totally
he did offer it. He did.
I don't know if you've like completed some horrible witch.
I mean,
witcherable, if you will.
I don't a witcherable.
Oh my god. So Zavanis, you just explain to me
what happened in the past 5 minutes.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm coming to grab you.
I'm gonna grab a drink. You guys talk.
Yeah, while you talk to him, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
You would have filled me in what the Ravens had said, correct? Including what the witches are doing to those who did not pay. I
didn't hear anything. I didn't hear it. I was taking a call real quick.
No. I'm asking. So here's the deal. I came up to you. Okay. I quickly came to while you're coming back to us. I'm already whispering to you and telling you, come here. And I'm going to let you know what Dorn saw.
Yeah.
Customer support your money.
Oh man, he got nailed.
I know. I thought he was originally.
So that happens. Happens to me a lot.
Yeah. I was hoping that he called out. But
sometimes it'd be like that. So here's my plan. Imani, our stealth ninja assassin, goes up to the 2nd floor. Can't you shrink yourself?
No, that's dang it. That's Natalia.
Yeah, crap.
I have, hold on. I'll tell you what I have though. Just at least that can help possibly. Oh crap. So sorry, I have a lot of chaos, but I have disguise. I do have disguise self. I have false life. Hold on here. Burning chaos, false life, phantasmal force, and Natasha's mind whip. That's not going to help.
All right. No. We got some stuff here. So, Zavanis and let's see. Oh, crap. He's got disadvantage on stealth. He's not going to be able to sneak. So, Kaylin, Abe, and you disguised as Zavanis all go in to talk to the witches and confront them about things. And then me and Zavanis, along with what's his name? Actually,
hold on here. I'm gonna show you. Display. Hold on here.
Wait a minute.
I'm displaying something, so
yeah, it should be fine. You'll be
1 hour. It says make yourself, including your armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person, look different until the spell ends, or until you use your action to dismiss it. So hold on here. You see 1 foot shorter or taller. So I could easily look like Zavanis. I'm just trying to see if I can put it on someone else, and I don't think it lets me put it on
No, it's
someone.
a
This
self.
guy's self, yeah.
All right. I got it. I think I figured it out. Okay, so
That's a great option, though.
me and Kaylin go in the front door to try and talk to the witches about what's going on and find out what's happening to just kind of distract him, because you are coming with us. You're going to be disguised as Zavanis, so they don't think, because they know Zavanis is sneaky. They know
Correct.
it. So they'll think
Yes, they
Zavanis
do.
is right there. So
Correct.
then Zavanis and Abe and Zavanis and Abe
Irina.
and Irina and
Czar?
Czar.
Czar.
Yeah, and Czar, you all go up and sneak in and get the kids free. That way Czar can tell me what's going on. So then I'll know if things are looking bad or if y'all need help.
What is the telepathic range on that spell?
Funnily enough, it just says 100 feet.
Okay.
That's easy.
Yep, 100 feet, communicate telepathically. Doesn't say anything about anything blocking it, but whatever.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
I could do message. Oh wait, no. I was saying, because I always can use message with Zavanis or one of them.
not-
That's 120 feet, but
What have we learned? How do we save these kids who are trapped in there?
okay.
Dorn has a plan.
Okay.
Dorn has a plan, everybody. Watch out.
But
All right. What is the
Zavanis,
plan?
you did tell us what the Raven essentially told you.
Yeah.
Like you told
We
us
assumed
everything.
You had no reason to hide it. Is that correct?
Yeah. And is that correct, Imani?
Yeah.
And I filled you in quietly what Dorn just saw, which Dorn saw through Czar, 2 kids locked in a crate up on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
And what?
Are we going to use stealth and subterfuge?
Yeah. Okay, here's the plan. Listen. So, me, Kaylin, and Familia, disguised as you, are all
Okay.
going in the front door to try and talk with the witches and find out what's going
Oh.
on. While
Alright.
you and Abe and Czar all sneak in the top part.
Okay.
Because Czar, you can carry a rope up there, right? Like they shouldn't even have to use a grappling hook.
Yeah.
Be nice and quiet.
Yeah, I can do
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
that should work. Then you can secure it or tie it on something.
Tie it really
That'll
good because it was shaky. It seems a little shaky. This house is falling apart. So please tie it really good. But
Well,
I'll
I'm
go.
real good with knots.
Yeah, I believe it. Let's do this. On 3.
Anyway, so that's the plan. And basically, Kaylin, Familia and Kaylin, y'all are better at getting people kind of occupied with words than I am on this. You all need to take a point, but I'll try and back you up anyway. But listen, if we just need to keep them talking long enough to get the kids out or find out what's going on. Czar should be able to talk to me through the telepathic link, so I'll know what's going on. Is that how you say it?
Mhm.
Okay, so he'll tell me what's going on,
Yeah, think it's
and I can tell
called-
him if you need to call it off because
Okay,
something's
Imani.
happening.
I want
Okay.
to give you a pebble of darkness that you could hold in your pocket and take out anytime you want to envelop yourself in a cloud of darkness. I gotta take this call though. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna do that.
that's perfect. I'll keep it.
All right.
Zavanis
Uh,
now
The
actually
darkness spell only lasts for an hour, so you would have to recast it.
Hey, how's it going?
But he could do that if he
Okay.
wanted to.
Okay.
Hold
Well,
on, I was just
I
finishing.
feel like we're
something.
not going to
Oh, it'll be
need.
quick. Okay, cool. Let me just
I
finish.
feel like
up
we're
this
not going to
one
need
thing.
darkness though. But
No, it's an emergency thing. You see, I can keep it hidden, and as long as I've got it
What is
closed,
it? You could tell. You could fill me in.
as long as
though.
I've got it closed in my hand or something like that,
Imani, we can
there's
hear
no
you.
darkness, and then I can open it, and it's not dark anymore, or it's dark then. So it's a way that I can protect me and get you both out.
okay.
It's an emergency. It's like an extra sword.
Yeah, no, that's smart. I'll tell him you yourself.
I muted him. I muted him.
Oh, you did? Okay, awesome. Never mind then. Okay. So Zavanis now
It
would
lasts for
naturally.
10 minutes, not even an hour.
Okay, yeah,
It's
that's
not
more
like
than
a
enough
light spell.
time.
So, okay, so this is the game plan.
Yeah, and and here's the thing. Sylvanas is naturally gonna say, now we did hear some kids screaming, so we want to ask you, do you currently have kids right now? That was my impression.
Is that what
I mean,
Familia is going to ask as Sylvanas?
That's how y'all.
So should I? Yeah, I'm confirming. Should I confront them that we
All
just
right.
heard a
So
kid
you all walk up. The door is closed and locked.
knock? Yep.
Okay. You knock. A few moments later, Granny Morga opens the door. Hello, dear.
Oh,
We're just
shit.
getting your pies taken care of. We had a bit of a scare upstairs. We thought something had broken in, but we're all right.
Yeah, so it's funny you should mention that, Granny Morga, because we heard a child scream from down here.
Oh, did you? Yes. Well, we
do you
do
have
have a
kids
couple
here?
of children. Yes. We have room for 5 more, as I said, but we have 2 here that we took off the street before the orphanage could take them.
Are they okay? Is everything okay then?
Well, they both
Sorry.
are afflicted, dear. They have an
What?
illness.
Oh no! What happened?
We're trying to get to the bottom of it, but it makes them almost entirely feral. It's not lycanthropy. They're not werewolves or anything, dear, but something similar is just in their minds, and we're trying. My daughters and I are trying to heal them. Oh,
I had
Nikki,
to roll.
you need to.
I did.
Yeah, no, that's a success. That
Is it?
hits. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What I wanted to know, because I also did the wild, and I can't
Mhm.
remember what you and I said we were putting our wild at.
Yeah, it was at 5.
Okay, so I rolled a
Oh,
5.
wait, what?
So let's roll
Okay.
this back, because the second she casts Disguise Self, her wild magic triggers.
Shit.
Oh, geez.
Uh-oh.
So
So
Joel and
hold
I
on
had
a second.
decided.
Oh yeah, go ahead and
You
explain
do
that.
that. I'll fill them. Joel and I decided that we need to make it a little. We're gonna do a fun thing so that technically the way with the wild magic, if I roll above a 1, my wild magic isn't triggered. But here's the deal: since we've been doing this for so long, we want to make it a little trickier so that it makes the actual chance that I could roll badly be
Higher.
hit, because otherwise there's no point, on having wild magic, because I'm always basically rolling a 2 or higher. And so we set it to, I had to 5 was like
For
basically,
this time.
yeah.
And then from
And
now
then it
on,
resets.
every time it'll reset to 1, and then every time that you roll and don't trigger it, it goes up by 1 until you do.
Correct.
And then it resets again.
Thank you. That's how it goes. So I rolled a
So I
five.
need you to roll a D100.
Oh, this could be bad.
Well,
Oh.
it's not me, so not necessarily. It can be.
It is not necessarily on you.
Yeah.
No, it can be stuff like a fireball goes
All
off
right, what
on
do I
top
have
of
to
you.
roll?
Okay, is it D100? You said.
What do I have to roll?
D100.
I want to make sure I did this correct.
A 56.
What?
No.
What's that? Why are you laughing?
No.
What? Joel, don't you dare, man.
Okay.
Man,
So you
did Joel
turn
convince you to do
into-
this?
Mm-hmm.
You turn into Sylvanas
Mm-hmm.
and you walk toward the door. And as you do, Dorn and Kaylin, you see a crap ton of bluish black hair fly away and just float away on the breeze away from Familia.
I'm bald.
Oh no.
What the? Does that look, Kaylin? Does that look normal?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Is it detached?
What do you mean is it detached?
Is it like wispy hair on the breeze, or is it like attached or detached from head?
It's wispy hair on the breeze, but it's a head's worth of wispy hair on the breeze.
Ah, cool. All right then.
And I don't know this, so.
Should we tell her? Him?
Oh.
I don't know. No, it's fine, right? It's fine.
I'm still
It's
her. I'm
fine.
still her.
Let's just do this. Let's just do this.
Wait.
Come on, let's just do
Does
this.
Sylvanas have hair?
Is it Sylvanas but bald?
No, she looks just like Sylvanas.
Okay, so that was
With
her
hair.
hair.
Sylvanas has black hair. Yes, you have.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
looks just like Sylvanas.
I guess we just keep going.
All right, let's do this. I guess.
Okay. So that happened.
So Joel convinced you to do this, Nikki?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I think it makes it more
It's gonna be fun. I agree. That was the whole reason why I wanted to be a wild magic, or a wildling. I'm gonna
Wild
call it
magic
that.
sorcerer. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was calling myself a wildling, so come on, Game of Thrones.
Oh no.
We were talking about whether she was enjoying the aspects of being the type of sorcerer she chose to be, and it came up that this never happens, that
And it
this thing
doesn't.
is never triggered, and that's not as
It did
fun.
one time.
It triggered
Yeah.
once, and that if she's not enjoying it, then maybe pick a different kind of sorcerer background to be, or subclass to be. But or we can do this, and she was like, no, that sounds way more fun to me.
It does.
So that's where we are.
Oh
So my
God.
hair is going out in the distance behind. I'm just kind of confused on what it looks like. Is it coming out the back of his head?
Yes.
Or his so
It's like
is
the
he-
wind has grabbed a bunch of hair and it's just blowing away from a source. It's like dandelion fluff,
So it's no longer attached. It's like your wig blew away.
except it's individual strands of hair,
Yes.
following me? That's kind of creepy.
like flowing away from you.
it,
Hair
oh,
blew
so
off, like it wasn't
constantly.
attached.
Oh, okay, like I'm
Blew off your
shedding.
head.
Like
I'm
you're shedding.
Shedding all your hair.
I'm consistently shedding.
Right.
Great. Okay.
For like just for a few seconds, just as you walk the distance to the
Yep.
door. By the time you get there, it's not happening anymore.
Oh, okay. As I say, it'd been funny as hell for him to be completely covered.
Although I will say that as you're about to knock on the door, you get an eyelash in your eye.
Ah! Ow. What the hell?
Your eyes don't feel right. There's something weird about them.
Oh. Okay, then I still go back to saying, "Hey, we heard a little kid
Yeah.
calling.
Okay.
Guys, sorry." This is
So we get back to this. And
Okay.
she says, she gives you her explanation. There's two children. They both have some kind of an affliction that her and her daughters have been trying to fix.
Wait, what do you mean affliction?
Well, dear, I don't know the ins and outs of what's caused it. There's many horrible things here in Barovia, but it's almost as though they've become completely feral.
Well, I
I'm-
wasn't feral.
I might be familiar with this a little bit. Do you mind if I take a look at them?
Oh, they don't do well with strangers being around them. I don't think that would be all right.
I think it's really important. I think it's very important that I meet them. Really, like they are.
They're. Listen.
This might be a little. Listen, it's just really important.
Give me a persuasion check.
Sorry, I broke from
Protocol.
the
so-
plan there.
The best laid plans. The moment the first shot is fired.
Is anybody helping me?
Yeah,
am
I am
I?
because
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not telling
I'm the charmer. So yeah, I think I really think he's incredible with children and really smart too, and he knows these things with crazy mange and stuff.
I see. Is there something wrong with your eye, child?
Yeah, I end up getting some dirt and some
I
stuff,
see.
and it's just
Mm,
it's been bugging me since I've been outside. It's all good.
I
I'm
see.
getting it.
Well, come in. And she holds the door open.
Thank you.
One of her daughters is standing behind her in the kitchen, the one that you saw, Layla, the one that you saw previously, the one who was doing most of the baking. The other one, you assume, I guess, is still upstairs.
I'm gonna, while we're moving inside, I'm gonna relay
Smells great
this
as
to
usual.
Czar.
Okay. So, Zavanis.
Yeah.
So, Czar takes your grappling hook and flies up and manages to open the window again, and then flies in and hooks the grappling hook on like the side of a wall where there's a timber that sticks out, and then he flies down and says, "All right, I think it's good and stuck now."
All right, I'm gonna try it. Roll athletics. All right.
With advantage.
Okay. Do.
Got this.
Yeah, I just have
All
some.
right. Gotta fight some witches.
There you go. Some pie witches.
Pie witches. Ooh.
Sorry. I'm trying to be real impulsive with Dorn.
It
No, I
is
think it's
totally in character.
Yep.
I think it's great.
Still don't want to get people fucking killed.
So Zavanis, you take about 2 minutes climbing up the rope, and you're able to get up past the second story, and then the sort of whitewash that's been stuccoed on over generations starts to slip under your feet, and you're having difficulty making any additional ground for a few moments. So you're going to be stuck there for a little bit.
Okay.
In the meantime, yeah, go ahead.
You can't get ours help.
So do I need to roll again and it takes more time?
You need to roll again and it takes more time, yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, Joel, I think I just got an actual eyelash in my eye.
That's a good roll.
Use it.
It was a very actor response, Rick. An 18 is a really good roll. Okay, so after floundering for a bit, you manage to swing and sort of sidewalk 5 or 6 feet, and then you're able to find your way past that area where the stucco is sort of starting to slow off and rot away. And you're climbing up, and as you pass the second story window, you glance in and you see a large, round, mostly empty room with a huge like stone grain mill wheel right in the middle of it. And there is a spiral staircase that goes both down and up to the third floor. You can also see the second of the two sisters is in there, and she seems to be like using some twine and twigs to make more of those strange sort of effigy dolls that you saw on the bottom floor.
Hmm.
And you're trying to do this without being noticed, right?
Yeah, so
Give me a stealth check.
Oh, can I do invisibility?
Sure, if you would like to spend one of your spells, absolutely.
Abe is also invisible.
Just to be clear, you would still need to make a stealth check though, but it would just be an advantage.
Okay, I got you. So I'm gonna go invisible.
Okay.
Aww, really gonna waste it?
No,
Not necessarily.
Why save it? And stealth check with advantage.
You didn't even need it.
Ooh.
Yeah,
didn't even need it.
Can't see me.
Ooh. 24. Oh my gosh.
He's very stealthy.
He's very sneaky, sir.
Yes, he is. He's a sneaky little elf.
She seems completely distracted by the little doll things that she's making and doesn't look up as you pass the window.
Nice.
And you continue to move up to the third story Dorn. Do I understand correctly that Abe is following along?
Abe is following along.
Okay. Are we waiting for Zavanis to get all the way up and in, or are they like on the rope together?
Up and in. And you know what? Can I retroactively have Abe give a little bardic inspiration to Zavanis?
Sure.
Awesome.
Sure. So if you need it, you get an extra D6 one time for a roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So Zavanis, you managed to make your way up to the third window. Give me one more athletics check to pull yourself in.
Yeah.
with advantage.
Mm.
A 13. Okay, it's good enough. It's not that hard. It's a small window though, and you do have to sort of squeeze through it. But you manage to do so, and to roll to the floor silently.
Nice. Like a shadow.
At which point, Czar flies down and tells Abe, "Oh, it's your turn, mate."
All right. I will. Let me just prepare myself. You see, it's not easy for one to inspire oneself to great acts, so I must prepare. He is going to be invisible.
He's going invisible as well. All right.
Uh-huh.
Make sure that you mark off the spell points for that.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
That work? There's one. I can't click the slots for some reason.
Oh, okay. I'll do it then.
Okay. He is also going to be invisible.
All right.
I click cast and cast will it work?
That
I've
might do
cast
it.
invisibility.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that should automatically mark it off. You should see a checkbox now.
Okay. It did not. Still, heads up.
Okay. All right. I'll check on that. Okay. So he is invisible. So I need a stealth check at advantage, and I need an athletics check at advantage. Okay.
Hey.
All right. So he's having some difficulty. It's the difficulty of getting over that like covered area that surrounds the bottom floor. It's hard to pull yourself up over that, and so he's struggling with that. He manages after a while, and then he's standing there next to the window, like huffing while he catches his breath for a few moments. Sylvanas, while he's doing that, what are you doing?
So I'm in the room with the children now that are being held. Is
You
that right?
are.
Okay. Is there anyone else in the room?
Give me a perception check.
Czar's in it with you. I relay everything that I've learned so far to Czar. That the children are afflicted.
Okay.
Oh, I still have,
Are you asking
And
him to share that information, or
Yes.
Okay.
that's exactly 22.
A 22. So you can hear Czar's wings flapping, but you can't see him.
Okay.
And then you hear his voice say, "Hey, mate. Dawn says those children, they ain't right in the head. I'm not sure it's worth it."
So I'm gonna walk up to one slowly. If I could look him in the eyes and sort of judge, like,
It's really dark up here, but you do have dark vision, so you can see in black and white.
And they're in a cage, right?
They're in two small cages. There's a third one that does not have a child in it. You see a boy and a girl. It's hard to tell their age. They're dirty. They seem well fed, but not clean. Their clothes are tattered, and they're huddled against the back of the cage. Like they look terrified of you.
wow.
He's invisible.
Oh, you're right. Thank you. So they're not huddled against the back of the cage. They're just sort of sitting there in the middle of each of their cages.
Okay.
Not like kind of just staring off into space.
So if I could see them in their current state, do they look crazy?
Give me an insight check.
Insight, okay. Insight.
You can't just talk to them, unfortunately.
I mean,
They're gonna be talking to someone invisible.
Be a disembodied
Exactly.
voice.
Last time we
nice.
tried that, they screamed it right away.
They look very much afraid of everything around them, like they're huddled in on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They don't strike you as obviously insane.
They just look scared.
I say, Zara, they don't look crazy to me. Do they look crazy to you at all?
You hear
Look
his
scared.
wings flutter down next to you. Did you say that out loud?
I whisper, and if it's close enough.
Okay. Okay. The little boy looks up and says, I hear voices.
Yes,
I think there are ghosts here now.
we're here to save you. Are you hurt?
The kid starts to scream.
Oh no.
Don't scream, don't scream.
And we will snap back to Kaylin and Familia and Dorn.
Can we hear
Granny.
him screaming?
You can hear the screaming. Granny looks up.
Oh, so you know what I'm gonna do? And I realized this as soon as the kid lets out a sound. I never got a chance to use this. So like, please bear with me on this quick little use of power. I'm going to do like
Okay.
you're gonna blow us off.
Okay, that's cool. You do that. So you all hear this like young child's scream of terror, and then it cuts off.
What was that? Was
Granny,
that them?
Granny looks up. Child, you should have left well enough alone. Girls, we need to see to our guests.
Oh yeah, fight.
Oh, be ready.
Oh, this is some paladin smiting.
And at that point, she transforms
The beatings are here.
Knew this stitch
In-
was not right.
into something that looks like the link that I just
Right.
posted in Roll20.
Yeah, fight this thing. I want my windmill back.
Oh no, it resulted to an artifact.
Oh, it didn't
Oh,
work?
there's nothing there. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, there it is. Ah!
Did it load up?
Yes.
Did it load up for
Yes!
anybody else?
I'm not just hit enter, you guys. Once you hit enter again or return to refresh it. Refresh.
my.
Yeah, I
got it?
know.
I refreshed once, it didn't come through. Oh my god, what is it? I can read the file name. This is bad. This is bad. But this is good that we didn't do things for it. I
Here.
totally ate kids. So did all of you.
This ditch ate.
Here,
This
try-
ditch is
try this
stealing
link
from
here.
children. This ditch is straight up stealing from children. The essence, the soul. She's feasting.
Oh, yeah,
I,
this is
I
bad.
was trying
Bad
to
shit.
specifically share the 3rd edition one with you.
Is this the 3rd edition, Joel? Because I'm.
Oh yeah, that's the good one,
freaky.
Joel. That's the bad one.
Yeah,
Is he seeing the same thing we're seeing?
I
Yep,
don't
that's
know.
the bad
I
one.
don't. I assume so.
Oh, I'm making sure. I'm
Click
taking
on
a
that.
picture
Click
of
on.
this thing.
Click on that second link, Nikki, and then
Okay.
it'll load a page. And there's 5, E4, E3, E2, E1. Click on. Yeah, he's seeing that one.
This
Yep,
is what you're
that's the
saying.
bad one.
Okay.
Can everybody else see
Ah.
it?
Yeah.
This thing is freaky.
I'm gonna
Cool.
switch you all over to another scene, and then I need you to roll initiative, and then I think we will probably have to end for the night.